After a late afternoon shower, well, the sun is making a breakthrough here. Sunset in Kelowna. The buffalo has become extinct on the Brier tankard. 2011, the last time Manitoba was best in the nation. This year, two teams look to end that losing streak. Matt Dunstone has come close, lost the final in London. Reid Carruthers was part of that last Toba team to win, and both would like to put an end to the ugly skid. Is this the Brier? The Buffalo returns. Draw 15, the Montana's Brier continues. And it's time to come in out of the rain into Prospera Place for some Brier curling on this Wednesday night. Let's get you caught up on what happened earlier this afternoon. It was teams from Pool B in our featured all Saskatchewan champion Rylan Kleider against Mike McEwen, also from the Nutana and Saskatoon, and this was tight. We're in the 8th and we're tied at 2. But one shot mistake by Kleider opens the door to this. And he slams it, McEwen, with a big 5. And then that was handshakes after there. As McEwen picks up the win to clinch a spot. So does Jacobs with an 11-5 win over Ontario's Moybrook. PEI is a winner for the first time. And Quebec was still in it until they lost to Nova Scotia and Owen Purcell. So there you go. McEwen and Jacobs are winners. Purcell, Moybrook, Asselin, and Kleider at this moment are still alive, while the only team to clinch so far in Pool A is Gushue. And on this Wednesday night, we do say hello, Canada. Welcome back to Kelowna. Joe, Russ, and Kathy will be here momentarily. I tell you what, we look pretty good handicapping this field, huh, so far?
We're amazing, actually. You know, we took last year's Brier final, Gushue, McEwen, then we threw in Jacobs, the best year all along. Yeah, we're pretty impressive.
Pretty impressive.
But out of those three teams, they're 19-0. So wow. we really took a flyer there.
We did. Our feature match tonight is a good one. Dunstone against Carruthers. Underlying story, of course, BJ Neufeld now throwing third for Carruthers. Used to play for Dunstone, got dropped. But you can't really, to my mind, think about that when you're on the ice.
You really can. And for Matt Dunstone, they're the #1 ranked team in Canada right now. A huge favorite coming into this Brier. They're playing for their lives. Matt's an emotional guy. You have to assume that change in the player was really hard on him. He can't let any of that bother him. He has to block out that noise, focus on the task at hand.
As for BJ Neufeld, it's a chance now to clinch a spot. And what has he meant to Reid Carruthers?
Oh, everything. Look at the record. Reid was fumbling around just trying to find players to start with. Below average year for sure. Don't blame him. But 3 times against Epping, Carruthers had to roll right to the X. Not 2 inches left, not 2 inches right. BJ Neufeld called the line right all 3 times, and that's how they escaped that game.
So what's on the line? A win by Carruthers, and he's in. And there's all that stuff going on underneath when we come back.
Had a lot of battles with Reid my entire men's career. He plays really well this time of year. The provincial, the nationals, I mean, that's kind of his bread and butter, and that's a team you have to play really well against or they're going to get you.
Colton and Matt have known each other for a long time. They're a very fiery duo and a very good team. That's probably the one on the calendar that our team has circled as one of the most important for numerous reasons, and we're looking forward to that.
The 2025 Montana's Brier is presented by Montana's Barbecue and Bar, proudly Canada's home for barbecue since 1995. By PointsBet, the official sportsbook and casino partner of Curling Canada. By New Holland, proud sponsor of Curling Canada. And by BKT Tires, growing together.
Well, the only team not on the ice for this one is Ty DeLello, who's 1-5. We'll look at the other games. Here's Kathy.
Well, Brad Gushu definitely locked his spot into the playoffs earlier today, but he will not be happy with his numbers. It was his lowest performance of the week. Will want to get back on track as he takes on Nunavut's Shane Latimer. Kevin Cooey, well, he talked about last year being so very disappointed with how the Brier went, and this year was not a big success either, losing earlier today. He and James Grattan will play for Pride. And finally, John Epping, he is very much a part of this mix, but does need to win and see what happens next. He'll take on Newfoundland and Labrador.
It's time to meet the teams now. It's brought to you by Home Hardware. Here's how. And Matt Dunstone and the team from Winnipeg from the Fort Rouge Curling Club, backed up by the Harndons, the Brush Brothers, EJ and Ryan, and Colton Lott III. Manitoba, they're from the legendary Granite Curling Club in Winnipeg with Reed Carruthers at the head, Negevin, Schneider, and now Neufeld at third. Reed Carruthers losing the draw to the button, and he will play the yellow. Matt Dunstone won the draw to the button, and look at that, 11.2 centimeters. Ryan Harndon was 1.2 centimeters from perfection. So it is Dunstone that has last rock playing the Redstones to get us underway. The Manitoba lead is Connor Negevin.
Line's good. We're pretty tight.
Weight's good.
You're
Hair tight.
I would say for the Atoll Brier week, the draw of the button's been the best I've ever seen it. And one of the reasons is Greg Owasco and his team, ice team, you know, you can't be that precise. But the majority of the time, all four draws are touching the white of the button.
Oh, yeah, and I think it's a testament, like you said, to the ice conditions. Sometimes that first practice, it's so slow, you have to keen it up. It can be hard to anticipate, but across the board, lots of great draws.
Hey, only if you have to right now.
95% on the week for Ryan Harndon. Pretty good.
Line's good.
Too bad you can't brush.
We gotta go for top 8. Line's great for bite the 4. No, we gotta go for that. Curl when you can. Just go. Just go. Hard each. Hard, bite the 4. Hard each. Come on, each. Go. Let's see, guys. 15-1.
Shot.
15-1.
Top 12.
I like the freeze.
Okay, keys now. We'll start with Team Carruthers.
Well, make her move at third. The reason I say that, not just because of Neufeld's ability to make those hit and rolls, but Caitlin Schneider at second's not playing that well, to be honest. So they've got to wait till the first 4 are away before you get aggressive. And rock separation. The only way you're going to stop Dunstone is to get them far apart.
Line's close.
You gotta go.
Line's close.
Top 12. Weight's good.
Okay, max room.
Just for
max
just
room.
for line,
guys.
Easy.
Lock
Gotta
it on.
go. Both go. Keep going.
On,
Distance. Go. Good sweep.
Good shot.
Well swept. What do you think here?
All right, the keys now for Dunstone and company.
Yeah, the front end battle is where this Manitoba team has their edge. Both EJ and Ryan with the edge statistically on Carruthers' team. And patience, sometimes you see with Matt, it seems like he just wants to get after a team. It's a 10-end game. It has to settle in.
Keys to the game, they're brought to you by Scotty's Facial Tissue. Unleash the Scotties.
No, line's good. All you.
When the
Always eat.
5 rock rolls showed up, you saw this type of strategy all the time. 2 rocks down the middle. The first one you looped around. Because it's high in the rings, that Carruthers rock's only in the 12-foot, and then you just split the rings. It's a really good play. I haven't seen it much this year, but now Carruthers has a decision to make.
Just hit and roll away.
Yeah, that's what I see.
Normal?
You know what I've actually seen this week when the Leeds rock comes around that center line guard and it's only top 8 is they'll actually call the run back because of that exact problem. If the freeze is made perfect, they're still just going to go to the wing.
Right, for sure. And in this case, they didn't get them lined up to run them back. Kind of can see enough here. I don't know whether you can save his thrown rock, probably.
Whoa. Curl.
Curl, Beach. Really good at curl.
Curl.
There's a catcher there.
Get it out.
And they'll just push it through.
Very fortunate there. If he throws it actually a hair better, it ticks the red. None of the reds go out.
Yeah.
Little step.
Outward motion there, probably expecting some pebble.
Yeah, I usually expect the inner line after practice. Everything goes on the wings to get that last stone draw keened up, so you expect it to be a bit fresh, throw it a little hard. He's going to miss those a bit wide.
Clean. Hard. Clean, straight. Hard. Straight. Clean. Clean. Hard. Clean. Clean. 10-2. Shot each.
Talk about EJ Harnden joining this team, and that intensity is just as much on an open takeout as it is on a run back.
5 rock rule, of course, 10 ends. Must play minimum of 8 in round robin. 38 minutes thinking time, 1/62 timeout, and of course, no tick rule. Center line guards on the center line cannot be removed until the 5th stone has been played.
Yes!
Catlin Schneider.
Yes! Hard!
Oh, they got to hold this up.
Neufeld try.
He's sweeping that.
Okay.
No wait.
Like top 8, half open.
Okay.
Speed's good.
I think it's like,
I had 15.5 on his top form.
yeah.
So it's good speed.
I'm trying to throw a tight guard.
Team Dunstone will be happy with that 52% hammer efficiency. You say if you're between 45 and 55%, that's a pretty good range to be in. You'll likely be scoring enough points to win your games. Hammer efficiency, of course, being scoring 2 or more with the hammer.
Got a good shot of doing that right here.
And they are second only to Jacobs when it comes to that conversion.
Good shot each.
I always hate playing this run back because if you ever miss it or you get, let's say, one red and everything rolls away, you have nowhere to hide anymore.
Coast to nose.
Would you ever just hit and flop under the middle? Is that what you would think?
That's
Chris?
another option for sure, yeah. And there's no other doubles, so I don't think this is wrong. I just hate doing it. To keep their chances alive here, you just got to stick this.
Here we go, BJ Neufeld sending a message. There you go.
Really good. Really, really good. It's down to 2, and they've still got the guard. What a difference he's made to this team.
Well, he was the difference in the provincial championship.
Yeah, you were saying that.
Yeah, if BJ is not on this team does not win. Reed has played so well this week at the Brier, but he was not playing as well at the provincial championship. But BJ, just a difference maker.
And the depth you've got in the men's and women's provincials, so he must have played well.
Stay close. We're real good.
This can be a guess first end. Sometimes a little slow.
14-5.
Night draw, the ice is usually a little bit slower, just having been warmed up all day.
I ran good there, eh? Yeah. That's good, Colt.
Big goal.
2/3. 2/3, yeah. Pick 2/3.
It's big roll. Peel.
You'd love to make this, but you cannot afford this late in the end to roll out here. So you try to miss this thick. You might even get lucky putting it behind the center guard.
Well, Kathy told us yesterday, BJ, it still stings. Still hard to get over, right? And for 2 months, he didn't do anything. He just sat. He didn't play at all until he got the call before the provincials.
Well, at this level, your curling is your life, and it's a part of your identity. And when all of a sudden it gets ripped away, and I think that Brendan Botcher put it the best. He said it never, ever feels good to be rejected by anyone for any reason. And that's what happened this year.
That's good. I've got a thick skin, I guess.
Well, Joe and I are both walking away from you, I'll tell you that.
What a shot.
Yeah, beautiful.
2 perfect shots.
Listen, I mean, and he's never going to show that emotion, but you know that inside he's going, here,
11.
take
Clean.
that, take that.
Whoa. 11. Clean. Whoa. Clean.
You can't prevent a red double now, no matter where they roll.
Whoa. Hard. Gotta go. Yep.
Nicely done.
Shot, Colt.
Like a third to make the double?
Yeah.
Or do you like just roll and kind of on top?
I was thinking I just throw normal and
let you make the call as we go. Like, I'll play like the roll, but if I'm running a hair high, you go at the double. Okay. I'm seeing the in, and I think he's going to move.
Yeah, I think you're going to get some curl.
Yeah. So, normal.
So Reed Carruthers does win the province for the second straight year. How would you like to be Braden Calvert? You know, it's funny. It reminds you somewhat, Kathy, of the days when Mike McEwen, all those years, could not get out. And you wonder when Braden Calvert's time will come.
Well, he goes through, and then he waits for the winner to come through. And a couple of years in a row now, he's been beaten in the final.
Yeah.
It's a tough loss.
Reed said, I'm going to throw normal, which means you could roll across the top, and then they're either going to play the double or the roll freeze. It's two different shots, Joe.
Yeah, very different pieces you would be hitting here. I think plan A is the hit and roll.
Whoa. Yep. Whoa. Whoa. Yep. Yes. Hard.
Taking it over. Look at that. Oh, maybe one turn too few.
So good, though. So good.
Good throw.
Just like we talked about in the opening, Neufeld's line calling's pristine.
Well, what's impressive about that is this is only their second event together. So you can call line for each other in practice, but anticipating in a game, in my opinion, is a lot different. Full brushing.
12-5.
I think Steve will be fine.
Matt can still get to the inside here and sit two, but he'll likely leave a double for Reed on his last.
12-5. It's not too much more than hack weight. That doesn't look like a ton of ice.
The speed will be fine here. I don't think it'll be crazy.
From here, that ice looks tight to me. What do you think?
I think you can afford a broom more.
Give me a broom more.
There you go. Matt's pretty pausey out, though, isn't he, with the out turn? So.
Light. Go ahead, then. Yep. Yep.
PJ
13.
Harden's got him.
Yep.
Trying to keep it out there and away from that guard.
Curl. Yep. Clean. Yep. Yes. Hard. Hard. Hard.
You got it?
On this.
They do. And it doesn't quite go as he left the double at the back.
It's a tough double. It's not quite the way you want it.
Shoot. I guess throw.
It is there, Mick.
Control. Yeah. I think I'll still get some here, Beach. I'm seeing curl here.
Yeah.
I'm thinking something like this, and I think that's still sweeping ice.
Okay. I like this.
You like that?
You know, it's funny how curling works out.
What are you throwing, Beach?
Even Reed said
Control.
at one time when they, you forget he played all those years with McEwen did, BJ. They were bitter rivals, and he said they were almost enemies. That's how intense it was. Because they're always fighting for the same thing in that.
Right.
And now here they are on the same team.
Is it the hit and roll on top, I think, instead of the thin double?
Oh, I thought they were trying for the thin double.
Maybe
just
they
with
are.
control weight.
Yeah.
You need to get a bit of curl past the guard.
Yeah, both shots are there.
You're light. You're light.
Weight's good. Yep. Weight's good.
Whoa.
Catlin Schneider.
Clean. Close. Yep. Whoa.
Hair light.
Yep.
Wait.
Yep. Yep.
Schneider. Here we go. Line call. Neufeld. They got them both. Oh, he'll roll on top. And just by.
I think that works, though, doesn't it?
Yeah.
You think?
Yeah, because how do you get it past that yellow? And
Nothing really hard. Like we're always pushing this one, eh, Matty?
What's that?
I don't think it's
They're
there for
almost
two.
throwing like that hack weight again, I think.
Hack weight again. Same shot. Do you think it's even there?
I don't think so.
What?
I don't think so.
You don't think it's there?
But
So then just draw.
if you get it into here,
It might be enough if we just get a hair low on it.
Yep.
Okay. Give it a go. We just threw it. 12-5.
yeah.
Blank would be tricky, too, wouldn't it? I'd have to blast it.
7/8 low. Yeah, just low on it.
Yeah, the only
Try and get just low.
thing you can't do is over curl by a mile, and it could be a steal.
You want a pound more?
Yeah,
You're
that was
probably
probably
13. Then 12/8.
Oh, just betting that there is enough room to.
Pound more.
You can't touch the red, however.
Right, and you've got to kind of
Straight onto the yellow isn't far enough.
Get it to roll a hair right.
Right now it is a stolen point. Is there enough room to touch that yellow back? Save the shooter for a possible 2. Dunstone here in the first.
Yep. 12-5. Yep. Hardy.
Early. EJ
Whoa,
Harden.
wait. Whoa. Clean. Whoa. Curl.
Now, Harden. Got to get across. Push the yellow back and then sit down. Bang. Oh, I don't think so.
No.
They couldn't. There wasn't enough room, and they'll have to settle for 1. Dunstone here in the first.
He gets 1, but measure.
I don't think so, fellas. Take a look at the back line.
Yeah, we'll just measure it.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure it's only 1, but.
It looks like yellow to me. That's up to you.
Okay.
Yeah.
They're going to kick it away, and it will be 1 for Dunstone. So Reed Carruthers flips the hammer right away on this Wednesday night. From right down at ice level. Watching Ryan Harnden throw lead stones for Matt Dunstone and the team from the Fort Rouge in Winnipeg. As they play the Granites. Reed Carruthers here on this Wednesday night. And Dunstone forced to the single. And did they push it far enough? No, looks like it'll hang on at the back. It is Carruthers that does have last rock, has the hammer here in this second, playing the Yellowstone.
As good as these teams are, and they are amazing, especially nowadays with the brushing, they get once in a while you see them, we just saw it, get caught up with the line. They were so focused on getting around that guard tight to get the perfect roll that they didn't get the opponent's rock out of the rings.
Okay, weight's better.
Yeah, it looked like it took a bit of a jump. The weight might have come off with extra curl in the middle.
Both go. Both go.
Heartbeat.
Hard. Right up. Go.
Really got to go in that red.
A shot.
Good shot.
So just to remind you what's at stake tonight, Carruthers win, and he is in. Dunstone wins, and then he gets a chance to play for first place tomorrow against Guju. And that's the reason you went, oh, why? Well, because it's the head-to-head thing.
Beautiful roll there, and just hard enough to get it through.
Wait. Clean.
A little soft.
Yeah.
Clean up. It's down. Whoa.
Down.
Whoa. Clean. Curl.
Colton
Curl all the way
Lott.
to it. Curl all the way to it, Colt. All the way to it.
Not heavy either.
Oh, catcher. And get away with it.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
no,
fine for
look
now.
at that. It'll hang at the back. So Carruthers has a couple of nibblers that could come into play.
Or board, whatever you like.
I don't think it was there with that weight.
Going bump?
Yeah.
Okay.
What'd you see here, Connor?
Pretty gradual, man. Yeah.
And the problem for Team Dunstone with those rocks in the back is they can't really waste a shot hitting them.
Yes.
Because if this roll is made, then Carruthers can put another one around the guard.
Really got to curl.
Keep going.
Oh, dear.
Man. Really rough start from Schneider.
Okay, good throw.
Whether he popped that out or...
Well, EJ's ran straight too. He
Yes.
didn't even have enough weight to kill it, and he didn't get an inside roll, so it's straighter for sure on that side. But that definitely had more weight than EJ's did.
Chance to sit 3, now you're going to be looking at 2.
Top 4 T.
Okay, you got room.
Lots of room.
A little bit of room right now.
Yep.
T.
Okay, Pete's rock.
He's back.
Yeah, back 4.
Go ahead, Pete.
Line. Curl it. Curl it.
Keep going.
Curl it. Back 4.
Keep going. Keep going.
Back 4.
Keep going right.
Keep going.
Keep going. Keep going.
Keep going. Hard.
Good
Hard.
shot, Age. Second man's wearing a blue uniform right now.
You got it, buddy.
You were like ward plus 3 feet.
Yep.
Got a cap.
Clean.
Get back!
Yep.
Little light!
Yep.
Yeah, there's an underlying current here.
Hard.
Really is.
This is going to Vic.
Hard. Hard.
On the guard.
Nice miss. 2 in turns narrow, 2 out turns wide. So it's a pattern here. Everything's to his right. And underthrown again.
5 is straight and your 6
And now that corner is there.
I think the speed is 14 and a half.
Albeit it's
Yeah.
Carruthers' color.
14 and a half to T.
There's still no real danger here for Reed, but it's got to be a little unsettling for all 4 of them.
Yeah, a chance to take control early in the
Little
end.
bit early.
I mean, the 4-foot's open, so really,
Line's good.
as you say, Russ, it's not that
Really
big of a
light.
concern, but
Line's great. Really light. Just go.
never want to be looking at 3 opposition
Hardy.
stones when you have the hammer.
Keep moving. Just got out. Count
Keep
the back.
going. Just keep going.
Hard.
Keep going.
Money.
Push it. Push it. Push it. Push
Keep
it.
going.
Keep going.
Keep going.
Keep
Keep
going.
going.
And not quite. They're going to come a little late as well, but
Hey, Cole.
they're
Slide was
sitting,
good.
it
I
appears,
just
3
didn't
for the moment. Kathy?
You got it.
Well, it was an open draw for Brad Gushue to score 3 over Nunavut in the first end. And James Grattan faced 2 and was forced against Kevin Cooey, and Northern Ontario managing to steal 1.
And it's a huge game for Northern Ontario and John Epping.
clean.
Of course, as they come in with 2 losses.
Clean.
Little light.
Whoa.
Weight's
Whoa.
good.
Curl. Curl. Curl.
That is not very good, 24%.
Any roll, boys. Any roll. Any roll.
Good throw.
Throw.
I think last
told me to
and
hit
Neufeld
Try roll it
made
half under.
a run back double, a hit and roll freeze.
Like out turn.
Reed
10
hit and
foot.
rolled on top, hit and rolled on top to get out of a mess, and they're kind of in another one here.
A little heavy. Whoa, 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 whoa. Curl. Real hard curl. Sweet. Curl. 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 Keep going. Keep going. Any roll. Go, go, go. Hard. Good shot.
Throw.
It's a pretty stubborn spot, isn't this?
Yeah, it seems like everything on that outturn side of the sheet is taking its time, and then the intern side is getting plenty of curls.
Yes.
Yeah, freeze it.
If you're with us,
This morning was.
there you go. You're referring to this morning because overnight,
See broom outside middle 12.
Kurgawaska and the crew did sharpen the stones. So this
I think we're late too. Like to
Pool
go if
A
we
got a
could.
first
Gotta
look at
sweep
those
this.
stones
Gotta sweep
this
this.
morning. They were used now again this
Go ahead,
afternoon,
I
and
gotcha.
I'm wondering if they're noticing something a little different even tonight.
Well, the ice makers, Russ talks about this all the time, they can vary how much they clip, so how much of the pebble they take off, and they might be tweaking with it a little bit based on, I bet you this morning there's a little bit more snap at the end, and maybe they settled it down a little bit.
Wow. EJ Neufeld coming up light, and they're just slightly, very slightly overlap.
He runs it and goes behind, right?
Yeah, and then we're
Yeah, I don't think we want to be here. Like, I think we're in this area, right? Fully.
kind of. Yeah.
I mean, 3/4 there yet.
Yes. Yeah, show him a quarter, split the center line full 8.
Yeah, it's a smart play.
These teams are so good now. They play so often against great teams with rocks with this kind of curl, and they figuring out the optimal spot to put these.
Draw the button, Steve.
Let's see the EJ coming down to say, well, let's not fully bury this and let them play a run double, stick it to be buried. Let's be 3/4 or a quarter open, so that at least the run back stone stays in the open for Matt's last.
Yeah. High 14.
Yeah. Just a few feet quicker than draw to the button, you'd say? Yeah.
Yeah.
Where do you want this? Full 8 splitting center. Colt, give me an inch more.
Nice speed here.
Well, dropping in on Northern Ontario in their very big game with Newfoundland and Labrador.
And putting lots of pressure on Newfoundland and Labrador's Ty DeLello. You can see that it is 3.
It's quick, like even quicker than practice.
I believe 2 for sure, maybe only 2. No, sorry, 3, not 4. I'm looking at the top. It's hard to tell, but for sure a tough draw for Ty. He does need to get to the lid if he's going to score.
And they'll come right down to it in our game. DeLello
Line's okay.
from Manitoba.
Hard line. Line's tight. Hard line. Hard line. Hard.
It's not very heavy either.
7 if you can.
This way it goes, but.
Yeah, looks like it's not going to have a chance. So that'll be a steal of 1 there, 1 there, 1 there. That's 3.
3 red. So I like hair high at the end. We'll get just a little here.
Didn't want to throw against 3.
I think I need something like that, Beach.
Okay. I like that.
Think there's enough room there, Joe, to get by?
It's like a fraction more.
I think so. Just a hair off the nose. Should have space.
Hair high.
Okay, you got it, Rama.
I'm trying to stick it right
Kind
there.
of speed?
Smooth.
Smooth? Yeah. Let's make it good. You got it, bud.
Needless to say, it's a huge one. You ever make a mistake here and leave those 2 in the button, I don't know what he does with his next one. At the same time, if you ever hit it perfect, you might be buried.
You leave the shooter right there.
Yeah, it's close to. He might have to raise it slightly in the open. Making them run doubles the key.
Reed Carruthers and his first.
Line!
Now here you go. Schneider. Line call. Here we go. Bang. Gets it. Oh, and he's underneath. And he'll spill at least one of them.
How boy, Rama?
Nice shot, Reed. Atta boy.
Making some lemonade out of lemons here this end.
All of a sudden, the skips 2 is set up. That's amazing.
Isn't it? Like we talked in the opening, like 3 perfect shots against Epping. And he's had 3 great shots this game already.
What's the shot here?
Just going to freeze on the side of the Carruthers stone.
Okay.
Try to narrow down the scoring area. There's no run back available.
Well, this is his first freeze attempt in the event.
Really?
Yep. Statistically, that's what it says. Matt Dunstone, boy, he thought he had him in big trouble.
Same way.
And now he needs a corner freeze here just to maybe hold him to a single.
Top button. Little rope.
We have room right now. Easy.
You got rope. A little less weight.
Easy. Right here, guys. Oh, no.
Get it behind it.
No.
Go. Yep.
Yep.
And up beside it.
Hey. Sorry, Matty.
Just a slight oversweep there.
Yeah, because even
A rock higher, they could have been shot and right on the side of it.
even quite a bit higher. And how's he get in there?
Patient, eh?
14-6 on that.
Yeah.
So 14.4 on his. It's slightly different track, but
Yeah, I had 14.5.
yeah, the
Be super
45.
patient on this.
Like, are we like?
We can easily
Are we
jack
like
it.
this?
Yeah, I don't think I would go any more than this.
Yeah.
Like, I think this is bordering on max.
Okay. Maybe just a little less than. Yeah.
This is the side, this end. Everyone's been under curling. But the good news for Reed is he doesn't have to eliminate it from the rings. Just push it out of the 4 foot.
Or 50
And they may have heard Catelyn Schneider
Yeah.
say to Connor Negevin, having watched what the Harnans just did, we need to be patient. He said.
You gotta read.
Less.
Yeah, the tolerance on that last one was much lighter. Even if you got it edge on edge, you could have been top 8. It would have been a hard 2. Yeah, I can see this running straight for sure.
Sitting 1. Quiet tap for a
Back
possible
eight.
2.
Clean.
Back
Reed
in.
Carruthers here in the second.
Gotta go.
Whoa.
Weight's good.
Negevin
Weight's good.
Whoa.
Clean. Just clean.
Whoa.
waiting for the word now from
Weight's good.
BJ.
Curl.
Neufeld.
Curl
Now
distance.
curl it over.
Curl,
Schneider.
curl,
Here we
curl,
go.
curl.
Curl it over.
Curl, curl,
And
curl.
quiet. Tap it. And sit
nice
down.
goal.
How pretty was that? Carruthers will pick up 2 here in the second. Well thrown. Well managed. They have the lead.
Great toss, man.
Wednesday night here in Kelowna. Prospera Place, Montana's Brier. Tomorrow will be the final day of round robin. Our feature game tonight is all Manitoba met Dunstone, #1 team in the country, entering the Brier. Manitoba's Reed Carruthers, number 10. What a wonderful couple of shots we saw there as Carruthers picks up 2 to lead, 2-1. We go to 3, and now it's Dunstone from the Fort Rouge that once again has last rock. He has the hammer playing the Redstones.
Maybe a little further. This is your spot. Okay, line's
Got
good.
to curl, guys.
Yep.
Go.
When Reed went to throw his first, he was looking at 3, and they came out of it with a 2. That just kind of tells you the story of their week against the top teams here.
Yeah.
Throw 2.
Hey.
Dunstone's interview before the game, it was Reed gets really, really hot this time of year. He's not kidding.
Heavy.
Hey, looks
heavy.
hot.
I'd heavy.
Yeah, it is.
Cons rock though.
Okay, it's
3-4.
Clean.
Cons
trying
rock.
to stop a little bit.
Whoa.
Cons rock.
It's not bad for speed, eh?
Just past the 3.
Has to sit.
Sled stop.
Got to stop.
Stay close though.
Okay. Just got to stop for weight, I think.
Whoa.
Okay, not bad.
Right, Cat.
Okay, Cap.
Okay.
7-8 ties.
I'm not sure many people knew what to make of Reed Carruthers coming into this one, considering the lineup changes, but boy has he responded, and his only loss so far, as everybody has been, to Guju. This is his last game of round robin. He will be off tomorrow afternoon when Poulet is back on the ice. So that's why he picks up the win tonight, and he is in the playoffs.
Four. Line's good.
Weight's good.
We're a
Line's
4.
good. Line's good. Bit of room, Connor.
No, line's good.
4-5.
Cons rock.
Easy.
Cons rock.
Whoa.
Almost a 5.
Weight's good.
Line's real good.
Weight's
Cons
good.
rock.
Weight's good, guys.
Let's get the height. Whoa.
Nice shot.
Whoa.
Great shot. Oh, boy. Shot.
Same one. Cheese. I don't mind those.
Matt Dunstone started off well, 3 straight, then dropped 1 to John Epping, and now has trying to make a 3-game win streak. If he wins it, then tomorrow the game with Guju in the afternoon will be for first place in the pool.
Yep. Whoa. Curl.
Very nice.
Probably seeing that out turn draw. Cool. Yeah. Throw. Pretty good spot here. Yeah.
Drawing. You can, yeah.
Such a tight guard.
I know, but hit like.
Whatever you like. I'm good with either. You're right, we curl
First
it.
thought was the intern.
Okay. Be a little slower.
Yeah, that's fine.
Matt called that run back, and they nosed it on purpose, knowing that Carruthers would come around this center line, or off-center guard, rather. And now Manitoba, Dunstone has an opportunity. They can play that run back again if they want to.
Yeah, this is a dangerous play, isn't it? It's that's what caused
Yeah,
Dunstone
like
last time, but
Mine's
Carruthers
good.
making one of
Top
these.
eight.
Like to go.
Gotta go a bit.
Sometimes you see teams will try to run the corner guard
Mine's
in
good.
and
Weight's good.
eliminate that stone on the wing. It's just a pretty high guard. And if you miss it, then it's a simple two.
Right.
Now.
It might be better back four with this, because if they stick the run back, you got something to freeze to.
Just
Weight's
top
good.
8.
Oh, wait, sir, sir.
Nice shot.
Good boy.
Nice beach. I think you need to whip this, Holt. 9-5. Yeah. Just a shade high. Yeah.
9-5.
My keys was separation, because Colton and Matt are so good at
Wait. Clean.
run backs and doubles. There's not a pile of separation here.
Colton Lott. EJ Harden really leaning on it now. Got it? Sure does.
Yeah, how good is that? I swear EJ made that back up. It looked like it was tickling the line and ended up about a half an inch wide of the line.
Just roll my way a bit.
Especially with that weight. It was about a normal takeout
Yeah.
weight. It wasn't even thrown that hard.
Can I get under with Hack?
Might be able to get through the hole, though. Shooter did roll off.
Hack, you're probably doing this.
Yeah, I was wondering if I could get under a yellow with Hack.
Maybe.
Okay. Yeah. It's kind of
Yeah. It's probably there. Hack.
Yeah.
Okay. Speed's good here.
See the ring to the left of that red rock, short of the rings. That's a little bit worrisome. It might be, surface might be hair warm.
Like your weight.
Little heavy.
Clean. Clean. Yep.
Little heavy.
Yep.
Hard, hard, hard.
DJ Neufeld.
Hard,
Yep.
Con. Heavy.
Clean. Clean.
Connor
Clean.
Negovan
Curl.
coming
Curl.
through. Coming through.
Curl.
Coming through.
Curl.
Wow. And enough to push it through.
Nice curling.
Shot.
Good beach, good throw.
Sometimes these are harder because you've seen it once and it's not you that threw it. A little maybe different release.
Whoa. Yeah.
Colton Lott
Whoa. Clean.
will try to follow the path. Ryan Harden, here we go. Yeah, sure. Why not? Well, they're together again, the Brush brothers, Ryan and EJ. You know, I think for me, the most memorable moment of those two, now certainly you go back to their days with Northern Ontario and Jacobs in the gold medal. But remember in London 2 years ago when EJ was playing with Guju and won, and he beat Dunstone. And there was Dad hugging both of them, one consoling one and celebrating with the other.
Yeah, at the same time.
Yeah. That becomes pretty hard.
This is the same ice as you.
Okay.
Yeah, that was an amazing moment.
So with
Basically, you want to split the center line, right?
Pretty much.
You can still make the nose on this one.
Yeah, you want to split the center line.
Like this, bud?
Yeah, sure. Back 4.
Yeah.
Northern Ontario, Newfoundland, and Labrador, Kathy.
Well, Ty faced a similar situation on his first, but he hit and rolled underneath, showing John Epping maybe a half. And John was able to remove it and roll to the out 8 foot, and that is why it is 2 that Ty DeLello faces.
Are we straight?
Yeah, I said we were on this.
Straight.
Whatever.
Oh,
Here.
that was a draw. They just lost it by not sharing information.
No.
I liked it. I liked it.
I have heavy.
I liked it.
Bit of room.
Back 8.
Got room. Oh!
So we-
Because Colton Lott made it through that
No.
port. The nose hit will not get you shot, so
Wait,
Carruthers is
go.
forced to make the
Wait,
come
go.
around here.
Gotta go.
Come on, Connor.
Whoa.
Weight's good.
They want to try to overbury this if they can.
Keep going, I think.
Keep going. You got to keep enough to be shot. Okay, you're good.
Keep going, keep going, keep going.
Oh,
Okay, Ram.
yeah.
Okay, Reed. Shoot.
Two.
Okay, good try, Ram.
Okay.
Good throw.
Well, he made a beauty with his first in the last end, and that, of course, led to him scoring 2.
I just finished saying before Reedy threw this, was anything high or low, he cannot score.
That boy, Reed.
He ended up scoring 2.
That boy, Reed.
Perfect.
Key shot brought to you by BKT Tires, growing together. So he sits now, leads 2-1 as we play here in the third. But Dunstone has something going.
Yeah, they got caught up in the line there early, trying to navigate the port. Now their third shot, it's a wasted shot completely.
Yeah, BJ came through that port and they said it'd be a little bit slow, and it was. It was about a 14-3. The other spots seemed to be closer to a 15 from hog to hog. But one came down and that one just ran really nice.
It looked easier to me to play the out turn. Right, you could probably get to the center line that way too, and you don't have that corner guard in your visual. Big trouble here now for Carruthers.
Whatever you're seeing, Matty.
This will be good.
Okay. I like it.
Half on the 4.
Yeah, they don't want to be too deep here, knowing that Reed will probably just follow him down, try to narrow down the scoring area.
Matt Dunstone in a 7th prior appearance.
Max line right now. Curl. Curl. You got to curl. Curl. Hard curl. Hard curl.
EJ.
Curl.
Harnden.
Curl.
And, oh no, it just look like it touched it on the way by, and that will just stop top 4.
Huge break.
Okay.
But if it gets through, it's probably back 4 again.
Yeah.
Wow. It's crazy how straight that is.
I know.
Yeah, freeze on the nose.
Yeah.
Inside of it.
Yeah. Okay. So where were we?
Okay.
It's fast there now, too. I had a 14-7 on that. It would have been back.
It's probably
For
close
sure behind the
right
T
now.
line.
Yeah, for sure.
Probably take maybe a sliver more.
Sliver more? I was thinking less, so
Okay,
let's leave it as is then.
Good.
Okay.
Gotta try to get onto the face, eh? So you can't go through
Right
the
on the
hole.
nose, yeah. Or low.
That was 14-7 on
Even
theirs,
low.
eh?
Okay.
Okay. Freeze the nose, boys.
Yeah, you bet.
It's nice speed here.
Yeah, you
it's
bet.
good.
15 now.
Perfect. Any space we could probably play that with a bit of weight, right?
Probably don't want
For
to
3
have the
maybe?
inside pressure jump on this either. Track it back onto that corner guard.
Great Carruthers and his last.
Like that.
Shotstone belongs to Matt Dunstone at the moment.
Line's good. Weight's
Top
good.
4.
Go a bit.
Got to come
Let me
through
know.
that
Go
hole
in
and
line. Weight's good. Gotta go.
curl towards the center line.
Max weight now.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Max speed.
Line's good.
Max
Has to
speed.
curl a bit.
Go ahead, go ahead.
Okay, eat my eyes.
Definitely has to curl.
Negative.
No bounce. No bounce. No bounce.
Lay it right down on top.
Nope.
Like that.
Okay, nice
Shot,
shot.
Reed.
Nice shot.
Well thrown. That was not a simple port there.
Nice shot, Reed. Pursue it up.
Good throw, Reed.
All right.
Just a bunch of rocks in the same spots.
Yeah.
Straightening up, right?
So what can you expect over here going to the other turn, the out turn, Joe?
They have to
Guys,
go
like this,
wider.
anything up the middle looks tough.
They have to go wider than the path to the
give
button,
you
so I would
exact
assume
same?
it's going to be a little bit slower.
Or do you want to see a bit more?
What's been down here?
Yours, or Connor threw his guard down here. Like they've thrown a couple guards in here. Like 14.
Is that middle
You
one
see it?
lined up? Like
Well-
Colts?
Yeah, it's just what's the weight to actually get through there?
Probably the same weight Colt threw, 11.5.
Which I just don't think I can squeeze past the guard. Like it's going to curl past the guard too much.
Okay.
Let's make this.
I think this makes sense, guys.
Okay. So I think you're
PJ
similar
might be
weight.
right.
I think similar should be
Skinny
good.
that red
never
guard.
less.
He could
I don't think so.
hammer that in for 3.
That second point is important here, though.
For sure.
They said about the same weight as the last one, so a little slower over here.
Final stone for Matt Dunstone. He already has one in his pocket. Full 4 will give him 2.
Never for line. All you.
And now it's just watch and hope.
Hard beach.
And the guess
Good.
was incorrect.
1 red.
Missed opportunity. 1 red it is. We're tied at 2. Oh, they got it. Snuck it by 2. Oh, and how nice is that? Very pretty. Is there a 3 here to be had for Team Canada? Walker with it all the way. Have you got your 3? Yes, you do. Needs to put some pressure back on Brad Guju. Can you kick this over? Can you get over? There you come. There you go. There you go. How's that? Again, feathered it and then picked it. Oh, goodness. The win is in the rings for Manitoba. It's got to come down for them. Got to come down for them to sit down to become Canadian champions again. And 5 for Guju. And of course, Guju has added a 6th. Meanwhile, yeah, that was quite the memorable year. 23. Dunstone didn't qualify, lost a tiebreaker in 22, but he's always been sniffing around. Well, this year be his breakthrough year. Welcome back on this Wednesday night to Kelowna, and Dunstone against Carruthers. They're tied at 2 now. Dunstone missing that opportunity for the deuce. And Carruthers will have last rock, has the hammer, playing the Yellowstones here in this 4th.
Almost 15.
Yeah. I thought there.
I agree. Thought it was close, guys.
Con's rock.
Thought it was close.
Top 4.
Line's good, clean.
Just con then.
Yeah, little
Full
bit
8.
line.
This is not it.
Line's fine. Full 8.
Okay, weight's good.
Line's real good. Get me full 8. Top 4. Full 8 on this line.
Fighting 4.
Okay, just yeah. Nibble 4's okay. Just a little. Yeah, nice spot.
Attaboy. Love the way Reed does that too. He gets the information for the length from the brushers, and then he knows how high he wants to stop it. Otherwise, it's going to poke out one way or the other.
Yep, clean. Whoa, whoa. Carl.
Been watching that highlight from 23 as he runs it back. Very nice, EJ Harnett. The number of players that switched. You know, you saw EJ wearing the Dunstone colors, and EJ wearing Team Canada colors.
Yeah.
And it's an odd thing that this whole business started, of course, with Team Canada and EJ, and they're right next door. Look at this. So they're side by each here. And and there's Brendan Botcher who came in. I mean, my God.
Yeah, it's been nuts.
Whoa, clean. Where's the weight?
Curl,
clean.
curl.
Clean.
Weight's good.
Yep.
Whoa.
Yes.
Yep.
Yep.
Whoa.
Whoa. I don't want it under the guard.
Yeah. Yeah, great shot.
Gotta go.
Shot. Really good weight. Good shot, buddy.
Nice shot.
Nice shot.
Yeah.
11-5.
If anything, you want to over the roll this a hair, right?
11-5.
It's well thought out too, isn't it? If you get it partly to the left of that red guard, the next time Reed hits it, it could jam on that back one.
Good way.
Yep. Clean. Easy. Whoa. Clean. Clean. Yep. Whoa. Curl. 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 Real hard. Real hard. Okay, that's good. Fine.
Yeah, good try.
Good throw.
Okay.
Nose is great, Beach.
Nose is pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, you roll buried, it's really a
12
guard.
there.
You roll
Getting
right,
gradual.
there's a double.
Bump.
Okay.
Bump.
Weight's good.
Whoa.
PJ
Little
Newfeld.
big.
Clean. Whoa. 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 Curl. Curl. Clean. Clean. Whoa. Whoa. Clean. Clean. Yep. Yep. Whoa. Whoa.
Nice roll, Beach.
And just bites that top of the 12.
10-5.
How much weight, sorry?
10-5.
A little bit of room to work with here for
Yeah.
Colton Lott with this hit and
That was
roll.
11-5, eh? Yeah.
Anywhere from kind of the edge of the 4 range to biting the center line.
Little big.
Clean. Whoa. Easy. Clean. Clean. Whoa. Easy. Clean. Clean. Whoa. Curl.
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 Get those guys. Jeez.
Okay.
Okay. Good throw. Really good throws.
Let's go, Colt.
Bump. Sure.
Well, you know, you talked earlier about Kevin Cooey and the difficulties of a year ago. Not much better this year as he plays New Brunswick.
Well, Kevin came through the port between the 2 red guards
Wait's
that
good.
you saw in his first, trying to get to the New Brunswick stone, and he rolled off, leaving James shot. But when James went around, he went deep and created a bit of a wall, and Kevin Cooey came down to it, no way to get it out. And so this is the force. This is the draw for 1. Needs a bite of the 4.
Come on, guys. That's 14-5. You got to go. You really got to go. You got it, Joel. Oh, good sweep, guys.
Oh, great brush.
Great drag, really, to the lid for the single. Very nice.
Trying to flop under again here. Might have overbrushed the first one from Colton's reaction.
Yeah, not a ton of movement on these hits. They're not throwing them very hard. Maybe a solid board, and the broom's on the rock.
After sanding the rocks overnight, I thought we'd see a lot more finish on some of these soft hits.
We've seen on some sheets, when you kind of get out into the 12-foot, it seems to run quite straight. A little bit closer to center line, there's more movement.
Clean. Close. Whoa. Whoa. Curl. Curl. Whoa. Clean. Curl. Curl. Curl.
One more time for EJ.
Hard,
And
hard, hard, more.
I don't know if he can, not anything underneath. Doesn't look like it.
Okay, good throw.
Throw, Matt.
Yeah, it's sort of been an up and down week, wouldn't you think? I mean, he's as high as 93, 79 there, 75. So not the most consistent week for Matt Dunstone. But his average is 86, and that is consistent with last year.
Let's go back.
I think they're just expecting a little bit more finish from the hog line in because they're very cautious with that curl call, but not. I mean, they know it was the last one, and then they just got a tiny little roll in the next. Reed will be looking to roll away on this. Can't be too cute with it. Have to stay in the rings.
Clean.
Little bit.
Whoa.
Heavy.
Clean. Clean. Yep. Whoa. 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 Whoa.
Weight's good.
Whoa. Curl. Curl. Whoa. Straight. Straight.
Roll this.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Yeah, keep going. Go. That's a great shot, Reed.
I'll tell you, Neufeld knows exactly where those things are going.
Yeah, they've made a lot of really nice rolls.
Superb.
Very good week for Reed Carruthers. And again, it's both Ray, as Russ and Joe have said, good deal of it due to BJ Neufeld at third has added to his consistency. Sort of, Russ. I went into the time machine there.
Yeah, I saw that. Yes, it's okay.
I think they're going to play the draw here.
Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah.
I gave you
Okay.
here.
How dangerous is this?
Very.
How's that look?
The only advantage they've got going is if they could
That's still
over
too
curl
much?
it, the yellow run back's not easy, and
Might be closer
because
to
the
Matt.
yellow run back's not fully in the rings,
like that
Carruthers'
ice?
thrown rock will not be in the ring. So the
Yeah,
most
so-
I believe
so
they could
like,
score is
We
2.
got to the dead pin, just a little on this side, right?
My goodness, Joe.
Well, so
Kind of
wherever you
same
have the
ice as
room.
mine. What'd you have for me?
I had you more than that.
I like the ice.
You like the ice?
I do.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm with you.
I think my rock curls too.
Yeah.
I mean, if you can't hide this.
Like for my draws,
Yeah, you got to
we had
get
about
buried, and you don't want to be deep
So
for
perfect
fear of
ice.
the chase being played for 3.
Speed's good.
I'm kind of with them on this though, Russ. That roll isn't working out. You give up 2 in the 4th end. It's quite the hole to come back from.
You're giving up 2 anyways, right? So you might as well give this a go. You get a chance to steal one here. And, you know, let's face it, on a surface like this, they should be able to hide it.
You have to get buried though if they're at all open or chaseable, and the 3 is not ideal.
Well, you remember now, this was a similar path that Carruthers played for his deuce in the second.
Middle room, guys. Room.
And he was able
You
to
got
dig
room.
that stone out, push it back
Line.
for 2.
Line's good. Line's good.
Final
Good.
stone, Matt Dunstone.
Back button.
Go, 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 go.
Back button.
Back button. Curl it. Curl it.
Trying hard and trying to help it over
Good
now.
job, Ryan.
Bury it.
Whoop.
And around they go, and they'll go to the back
Okay,
4.
good.
Wow.
Perfect.
Good job, bud.
Just perfect.
So now, which way do you go to dig it out? Do you go in turn or out turn?
I think you go in turn run back. I think is the easiest.
Yeah, I don't think you can dig it out.
Here to throw it with like control.
I was thinking if anything, I threw like a normal.
Sure.
Love to
Never
see
really
us bring
seen
the
a
weight
control,
down here, like
but I've seen bumpers.
And as I mentioned,
guess, like,
even
if
if
you're
you're
control, I
successful,
could
you're
just
out
chop the
here,
broom
and the most you give up if you're Dunstone is 2, which is what he would have done by hitting the back one.
Just let me think on the weight here for 1 second.
You don't think you can get around with enough draw weight to bump it back?
Whatever you're
for-
seeing. I mean,
No.
normal's going to run
No.
fairly straight.
It's
I think.
really
Yeah.
overburied.
I like
They did a
control.
wonderful
Let's use
job
the
of
sweeps.
carving that coming in.
Use the sweepers.
It would have to be almost a foot to the left, I think, to be able to
we throwing Reed.
punch it out of there.
Love it.
This is there though.
Control weight.
It's not going to whip this. We can use some
spot here, bud.
directional brushing if
You
they
got it.
need it. Just a hair off the nose.
Carruthers is 83% on this kind of
Just
shot.
a little.
Very nice draw by
Weight's
Dunstone.
good.
Just turns it around,
Whoa.
puts the pressure
Whoa.
squarely on Carruthers.
Weight's good.
Whoa.
Clean.
Clean.
Whoa,
Whoa. Curl. Whoa. Curl. Straight.
Negative now.
Curl.
Schneider
Curl.
straightening it
Straight.
out.
Straight.
As Neufeld got the
That
line
was
call.
grab.
Sure does.
Come on.
2 it is. Carruthers.
Good job, Beach. Nice call, buddy.
Yeah, all you can do is just shake your head and go, yeah, they made it. We put the pressure on them, and they responded with a beauty. 2 more. Carruthers, a win, will lock up a spot in the playoffs. It's a beautiful facility. Prospera Place here in Kelowna. Last year celebrated its 25th anniversary. Next year, the Memorial Cup will be hosted here. What a great couple of ends for Manitoba and Reed Carruthers. Another deuce, and they take a 4-2 lead as we welcome you back on this Wednesday night. We go to the 5th, and it is Matt Dunstone again that will have Last Rock, has the hammer, down by 2 and playing the Redstones.
Line's good, little bit.
Try not to kill it.
Line's good. Line's good.
Two corners, one on either side this time around.
Okay, line's good.
Not too deep.
Cons rock, clean. Where now?
Just past 3.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Good spot.
I really enjoy watching Reed Carruthers manage his way through a game, and I'm going to pick on him a little bit. Before the knee operation, Reed at the Manitoba Tuck, and he was just a bullet. And he doesn't look quite as accurate as in the past, but he gets it. You've got directional brushing. That run back was nice, soft, controllable weight. Little left, little right, all the way down, made it perfect.
He can dial it in. I played mixed doubles with him in 2017. Got back from a world championship. I said, Reed, I don't have time to practice for this thing. He said, that's okay. Show up at the national championship. Wow, what a shot from EJ.
And look at that.
Really good.
But I show up at the national championship and Reed says, I want to win this thing. He hadn't had the best season with his team, and he was so motivated. Man, did he ever play good. Gets in the zone sometimes.
They seem to be reading the ice with Neufeld also, like just perfectly.
On that note, though, EJ Harnden doing EJ Harnden things.
Yeah, how true.
You can go a hair on that.
Kathleen Schneider.
T-line.
Oh, then.
Last year, skipping BC.
Almost to the tee.
So from Saskatchewan to BC, and now wearing Manitoba colors.
BJ. Rock all day.
Maximum speed, guys.
Girl, Beach.
Go ahead,
Girl, when you can.
Nice
full four height. Good, 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 good.
Nice shot. Shot. Cat.
Think about what I've always appreciated about Reed Carruthers is this remembering Stoughton and being with Stoughton and how Stoughton managed the game and how he carried himself and all that.
Yeah.
He's brought forward.
100%. Learned a lot from Jeff for sure. Jonathan Meade.
2011.
Top 4. Line's great.
The last time that Manitoba has won
Little bit for line.
a championship.
Everything you got, you got it.
Hard line.
Everything you got, Ryan. Right to it. Come on, you got it.
Little rip.
Go.
Line's great.
You gotta go weight.
Go hard. Line's perfect.
Come on, Pete.
Weight's perfect.
Right to it.
Hard.
Right to it. Right
Get
to
it on there.
Good.
Hard.
Great sweep.
Great sweep.
Boy, that's just terrific stuff, huh?
Great sweep, boys. Sweet.
Yeah, I'll be patient.
Yeah, I mean, this is when you think of how dominant Manitoba was until the era of Goujiou, or even before that. We saw the other night Alberta and Newfoundland and Labrador dominating the game from around, I guess, well, after the win of 13, I guess it would have been by Jacobs.
We're there.
Changing of the guards of sorts.
Good throw.
Good throw.
Good throw, Beach.
Not quite where they wanted it.
Just 12-5. Yeah. Yeah.
7-1, Team Canada looking to win their 7th in a row. They already have a playoff spot, Kathy.
Well, and for Brad Goujiou and team have really kept the front open. No chance for Nunavut to start to create guards. They forced play in the house, and he's been facing a number of stones. Right now faces 3, but if he can get to the nose and sit right there, it would be for 1.
Shane Latimer skips this team, makes his home in London, Ontario. He's the head coach of the University of Western Ontario.
Make the 3 in the middle.
Just make that.
Is that what he called? Yeah. Yeah, you're getting the 3 of them
Red,
probably.
yellow
Like half
that
a stone.
are frozen aren't quite frozen. There's a good 3/4 of an inch there, so this should go with some speed. Double.
I like that.
Hit it right towards the camera angle.
I agree.
Somehow they managed to curl past the guard too far.
Just got by.
Yep.
Got it.
Right out of his hand. They got him.
Come on, Catlin.
Schneider
all the way.
with
all
it.
The way.
Here
all
we
the
go.
Way. Go.
And we'll get rid of them both.
How about Cat?
Yeah, it's a good brush by Schneider to hold it up.
Nice shot, Beach.
At a high speed. That's hard to do.
You're sprinting down the ice, trying to get as much downward pressure on the brush. You can see Catlin only swept for probably 6 seconds, but he is gassed.
That was my threshold too. The
6 seconds.
6 second mark.
6 feet behind the tee line.
Lock button. Line's good.
Hard being a skip, isn't it?
It really is. You never know, you know, once every 3 hours you have to do that. You don't know what's going to show up.
Still got room.
It's
You have to pace yourself, don't you?
yeah, very intimidating.
Not bounce on this line. Heavy. It's got a curl. Curl.
And just taps it back. Is the shot. Stone sitting right on the lid.
Cross that? Yeah, I mean, you could.
Hard to get this out though.
I had no idea your first one was light. Sorry.
I didn't think it was laid out of my hand.
What does he do back when we do that, though?
Well, he's got to try and bump something around too.
He bumps too. Yeah.
I mean, I don't mind trying to do this. If we get our shooter under, it's quite good.
Yeah.
And there's some options, right?
I guess the worst case scenario is I have a hit on it on the next one.
Yeah, like I like trying to get under, I think.
Yeah. Okay. So it looks like
Back line.
Okay.
Or back, are you thinking back 8 only?
Well, back. Let's go here. Back 12. Back 12 gives you options because you can still do that, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty accurate athletes say when they're worried about 2 feet from the far end here.
Yeah.
It's interesting. It's a couple times now Reed has said, oh, I'll give back 12 and then you have
We're trying to get
options.
under.
So BJ has options with how to manage it depending on how it's running.
Okay, you got it.
Yeah, they can kind of jam it and be on top of it, or they can get to the inside is what they're hoping to do. If you can ever move that red back, not necessarily sit 2, but roll buried.
Well, that's Beach.
The only real miss here is heavy and jam it, roll by.
Clean.
Back line! Back line! Whoa. Back
Skip
line!
Stone's here in 5.
Off. Whoa.
Weight's good.
Get.
Back 8 now, back 12.
Get.
Hard, Connor. Hard.
Whoa.
Hard.
Whoa. Curl. Hard on the red, Beach.
Nice shot.
Red is still the shot rock.
Yeah.
Just a foot farther. Would have spilled the yellow to the right, protecting the top yellow.
Like, or we just try and plant that there.
Northern
That's probably
Ontario
the
and the
best
team
shot,
from Sudbury, skipped by John Epping. They do have a hammer.
Well, for Newfoundland Labrador, took a timeout and to change the angles. Ty hit it on the nose, wound up removing 2 Northern Ontario stones. Is shot. John is trying to get to the crotch of the 2 that he can see and maybe make all 3 go away.
Yep.
Bang, and for 2, and that's why they call him Johnny Epic.
Nice shot. I don't know if they call him that, but that was a great shot for 2.
They're going to now.
They do now.
Was it ever a good shot?
Similar, like, we don't need to necessarily move this.
Nope. It's like a back 4.
Yeah. I had you here for the draw.
What are you doing? Just freezing?
What's
that?
What's
What
that
are we
look
doing?
like to you?
I think that's close, like for just back 4, pushing back 8.
Yep.
All right, New Brunswick and Alberta.
Well, James Grattan was in a ton of trouble, faced 4. And with a big run back, he managed to move his own in. That's the one under Aaron Sluchinski's right knee. But with a hit for Cooey here, a chance to get that stone out and count 3, 4. Both are possible.
This might drag a bit to actually get the New Brunswick stone. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like it's 3, maybe even to 4. Yeah, the top
2,
one.
3, 4, yeah.
having one of his better games of the event is Cooey, 94% at the moment.
Back 8.
Matt's trying to get
Back 4.
to the yellow biting top button and just tap it back. Keep his shooter in front.
Whoa. Clean. Back 4. Whoa. Curl. Clean. Curl. 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 Curl.
Okay, shot.
Shot, Matty.
Pretty good.
Shot, Matty.
Smashes this for 2.
Pretty good, I think.
Good.
Yeah.
Nice throw.
He's got
Guards.
that. He has that for 3.
Yeah.
Could make nose on his. I know it's a hair risky, but if I throw peel, touch this first, I could get it spinning. And if I just make the nose, he's got to get 1, right?
Are we ever just trying to draw one in here?
Yeah, you got to get quite low. It's a great shot. It's tough.
It's just, it's hard. It's hard not to like, you do this, it's still getting the 7 spinning, isn't it?
Like nose makes it a pretty tough shot for 2.
Yeah.
Right? We're up 2. Do you have it all?
Yeah, I mean, you have enough to go nose. Can you ever make this?
I don't know. I don't think so.
That's the best call. I think you could with a back line.
Like you got to
Probably
throw
just
hack
the nose, yeah.
and you're
Probably
curling
just
it.
the nose on it. If you make the nose, he's got a really hard shot for 2, though.
Or else we got it. Let's go nose.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
the last couple shots have kind of been back 8 weight, and they're not going sideways by any means. So I don't know that you can really get to the inside with enough weight to move things around enough.
Without some risk.
If you can get to the nose and plant it there, there's not a lot of space for Matt to get in.
Yeah, like I
We
didn't.
don't like the intern freeze?
It's really hard to get low enough that he can't just blast it.
If they rearrange the reds and do that,
It doesn't.
Dunstone's got 1, but it's a tricky 2.
Okay.
Could you ever cross over the nose?
Well, that's what we were talking about. That's the perfect call. And they looked at it. They don't think it's there. I would think you could carve it in there and throw maybe a back line, but you know, it's one of those. If you wreck, you give a 3.
Yeah.
This is
Kind of jiggle in there.
this is a little bit safer. The nose was a good idea too. It's risky also, Joanne.
If you're ever wide on the nose,
Yeah.
you can jam on the yellow. So I think I like this call.
Can't wreck either. Yeah,
I don't think you can get shot.
if you throw a heavy draw, you can, but that's risky too. Maybe a back 4 here and hope you get as tight as you possibly can.
Back 4.
I'd close.
Quite heavy.
Back 4.
I'd close, guys.
Clean. Weight's good.
Yep.
Max speed.
Whoa.
Back 4.
Reed Carruthers and his last.
Play it tight.
Hard line.
Get it by the red.
It's gone.
Hard line.
Come on, get it by the red.
Schneider
Hard.
Max
trying to
speed.
hold this up for him.
Whoa. Curl.
And can he get across the nose and inside?
Nice shot.
Not quite. Still is just the
Shot.
1.
Sorry,
Problem
Matt.
is, you tap that red back, you can't move the other red that far.
No, but I think you can tap it on the angle onto the one that Reed just threw. Great shot, though. If you ever could have thrown that
Great
3 or
shot.
4 feet harder, it would have rolled in for shot.
Super good where he doesn't know where you already have it.
Where he does
Very good, but
Good shot.
Get a time on that.
Super. That's all you can do sometimes is make the other guy work for it. So you need a little bit of weight here, Joanna, or are they going to go straight back?
I don't know if he can go straight back.
I think he's got to get to the inside and just tap it to 2 inches of the button. That's very precise.
Without touching the back one. Nice
Not
thing.
a lot of wiggle room. Right now he has 1. Can he somehow play this little quiet tap for 2 to tie it going to the break?
More room here. A little less weight. You can go. Yep.
Matt Dunstone,
Yep. Back 4 weight.
EJ,
Yep. Hard
and
EJ.
Ryan, the Brush brothers.
Yep. Hard each.
Here we go.
Hard. Come on. Right to it, EJ.
Can you get there?
Hard.
Get a little
It's good.
cross.
It's
You
good.
got to cross the nose just a bit. And that looks like it will work for sure. 1, 2.
Attaboy.
You bet, attaboy. Very nice. The Brush brothers come through. We'll go to the break. Tied at 4.
The 2025 Montana's Brier is presented by Montana's Barbecue and Bar, proudly Canada's home for barbecue since 1995. By Home Hardware, here's how. By Scotties, Canada's #1 facial tissue brand. And by New Holland, proud sponsor of Curling Canada.
Well, we've seen this before, haven't we? Go all the way back to the Canadian World Champion with Brad Jacobs. And then, of course, the Olympic gold in Sochi in 14. How many shots have they helped make for their skipper, EJ and Ryan Hartman, as we check the numbers after 5.
And it was the 2 in the second end for Team Carruthers. There was not even a whiff at it until Reed made a beautiful run back double that led to that 2 and that 2 and 5 to tie it up. You have to lean on those Brush brothers if you're Matt Dunstone, and not a lot to decide between the thirds here. It has been a battle so far this game.
The numbers after 5 are brought to you by PointsBet, the official sports gaming partner of Curling Canada. Well, into the Wayback Machine we go. And London, Ontario for the Brier of 2011. And the final featured Jeff Stoughton. Manitoba against Ontario's Glenn Howard, and the final stone to win it. 8-6 was your final score, and it turns out that was the last time that Manitoba won. And on that team right there holding up the trophy was Reed Carruthers. Alberta still your leader when it comes to championships with 29. Manitoba 27 is stuck there since 11. And Ontario 10, interestingly enough, the very next year. Glenn Howard did win the championship in 2012. And Quebec, so good to see Jean-Michel Menard here at 2. And he won the last for them in 2006. As we welcome you back on this Wednesday night. Counting on my fingers. We are here in Kelowna at Prospero Place. Tomorrow is the final day of round robin play. And we are tied at 4, and here in 6 it is Manitoba's Carruthers that does have last draw. Playing the Yellowstone.
Go. Great shot from Dunstone there. It was pretty precise. The line had to be really good. That was the hard part. Could not bump his own.
Well, the key thing there is just using the sweepers. If anything, the shot that I've seen Matt miss by a margin that's wider than expected is the draw, and it's been heavy a few times. When he's in the hack, when you have those horses working for you, you just have to think top 12, make sure the line is close, and they can do the rest.
The great Neil Harrison taught me that. I remember missing I was drawing the button, I was a foot heavy, and I said, sorry, Neil, I was a foot heavy. And he said, no, you weren't. He said, you didn't let me brush it at all. And he's right. You know, if you can brush it, and these guys, something like 6 to 8 feet, there's no reason to throw that thing past top 12 out of your hand.
It just makes me think, though, Russ, if Dunstone could make it, now albeit it's going to be more weight, but if he could make that shot and get across the nose and tap it for 2, wouldn't it have been there for Carruthers a little more up weight to maybe make the double?
No, because of the up weight. That's the difference. It was a pretty tight guard, and the up weight just allows it to curl that much less, and then Reed almost has to go through the guard. He wrecks in the guard, he gives up 3 and probably loses the game. So Reed's got control here. You know, he forced Dunstone to a tough one. You tip your hat.
Talk to me.
It's different when you don't have hammer. It's hard to take risk with your 8th rock.
Weight's perfect. Do not bounce on this line.
Didn't get the curl.
Great weight. Good shot.
I thought that was interesting comment from
roll it in there.
Matt Dunstone halfway. Talk to me. It's as if everybody became fixated on just the stone itself and didn't convey anything.
Just through. If we could sweep it more aggressively.
He saves top 4 the whole time.
Okay, just really tight, but okay.
Like even this is okay.
Hack.
Okay.
It's Throw bump.
You desperately want to kill this rock because it's a dangerous rock, but it's a dangerous play. Catlin throws an inside-out turn here. He's going to jam it. And you certainly don't want to wreck either. So the softer he throws this, you don't even have to get out of the range. Just get position with your shooter.
Clean. Clean. Whoa. Clean. 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 Yep. Whoa. Whoa. Yep.
Curl.
Yep. Whoa. Yellow.
Oh, how good is that?
Good sweep on Catlin.
Catlin's first 4 rocks are not what he's going to remember at the end of the week, but they switch rocks, and for whatever reason, he's got it going here now.
Yeah. Air high.
It's a sign of a good player. You
turn low.
can't be thinking about the ones you missed. It's all about making the next one. He's made some outstanding ones the last 2 ends.
That yellow directs onto the red.
No choice, though. You have to try to kill a few of them.
Girl.
Hate playing this without hammer if you're Dunstone.
It's marvelous. I mean, it still leaves 2 in the rings, but the fact that he can make those kind of shots and rattle everything.
Unfortunately, though, the shooter rolled to a corner guard, and one of the yellows went over to the side of the 8-foot.
I like that, Reed.
You heard Matt look right now. He goes, oh no.
I like that a lot.
He knew he wasn't killing. He knew he was going to lose this red. He knew it wasn't going to be great, but that's just the icing on the cake.
You get the feeling, Vic, when EJ throws one of those triple run backs, that if he misses it, he's going to run down and pick up 6 of them and put them in the back of the boards, which I'm sure he could do.
Whoa. Clean. Whoa. Clean. Yep. Whoa. Real close. Whoa. It's perfect. Yep.
Good. I'll get a shot, Cat.
Rolling to the outside is so important in this particular scenario, because you roll right, you might set up a triple and certainly a double and have the red rock go towards that buried yellow. Now to make the double, it doesn't concern Carruthers whatsoever. It's rolling left or dead on.
You know, we're just talking about the run back ability. In talking with Jean-Michel Menard and his returning to the game, I think first time since what, 17 or something. He said that is probably one of the biggest things. Even in that short period of time, what are we talking about? 3, maybe 8 years?
Yep.
The difference in the stones, the difference in the ice, that ability, as he said, nothing's safe. And that, for him, is one of the biggest changes in returning to the game.
Yeah, the rock positions become so vital. In that case there, you know, Reed could have just sat 3, but it rolls to the middle. It might have been a triple.
Had a little light.
Yeah, just keep it
Move
moving.
it for
And
line.
go then. You gotta drill this.
Yeah.
Drill this.
Gotta go, guys.
They're going to switch here. Catlin Schneider emptying the tank.
Keep going.
Connor getting ready to get on the inside. Oh, they didn't have time.
Come on.
Go ahead. Keep going. Go. A little more.
Oh. Straight.
See this sometimes, trying to get the most out of a rock. The outside sweeper will kind of hard clean, save it, let the inside sweeper use everything they have, and then they'll switch right at the end.
They did too. Yikes.
Yeah.
Colton can throw it hard enough, for sure.
Whoa. Curl. Straight.
Right. Oh, EJ was a little bit far away.
Hard.
And enough? Not quite.
Shot.
Very good. You know, you
Making it with that turn.
Colton's a little upset, but I'm not sure what else you could do there. You had to throw it harder. Not much thinner. You wouldn't have hit it dead on. Again, in turn thicker might have given him a better.
Pretty flat.
It was so flat.
Is there a comfort factor, do you think, Joe, that more players don't throw an in turn at a shot like that?
It's just, you have a bit of a better idea how the outside in will run. You see it throughout the game, throughout the week. That inside out can be a little bit less predictable.
Go.
But Russ is right. The better result is a lower roll by going into the rock, not across the face.
Whoa.
Well, they couldn't get it around and hide it, but they will rub and roll to the top of the button. sitting shot rock for the moment.
Minimum weight.
Yeah, and to my point, that inside out, you just don't see it as much. And
No, exactly.
10-5.
If you don't see it, where do you put the broom?
Okay, let's update the game between Alberta and New Brunswick after Cooey got 4 in the 5th.
Well, a chance here for James to get 2 back. James was trying to play a double, stuffed the back, but then Kevin returned the favor on his final stone. So for James, if he's able to remove it and not make contact with the stone biting at the back, it's for 2. And he does.
Little guy biting down there.
He counts.
The second point, you bet.
Matt wants to roll away, obviously.
Yep, you really got to go. Yeah.
Hard, Ryan, make it for him. Come on, Ryan, dig everything you got. Come on, you have to go. Hard, everything you got. Push.
Right,
Push.
And where's this going to roll to?
Wow.
Sorry.
Get at it. Go.
Great sweep. He works.
You can sweep, bro.
Sorry, I want to be aggressive with it. Just
Like very little. I think that's the right ice sweep.
Let's go up against it then. Dick Half?
Yeah.
Now they are throwing the spin turn. High side was coming into the high side. You'll get the rotation after contact.
You got it around.
Albeit you have to hit it a hair thicker when you do this. I think I just heard they're thinking roll over to it.
Yep.
Reed Carruthers and his first.
Close.
Schneider with it all the way, and here we go, and underneath.
Try around. Draw's probably easier, right?
In hindsight, you wanted to miss that thick.
How's that look?
That was close.
Yeah, and they were, for the
Yeah.
first
Just trying
part,
to even
so
these up.
just a little bit straighter than they thought.
Kind of looked to me like Reed threw it maybe harder than he normally does. That was coming firm.
Steven him up, back forward. Yeah, I'll just take like back 4 depths. I'll take 4 feet off the taps I gave you.
Yep.
Yeah.
Northern Ontario, Newfoundland, and Labrador, Kathy.
Well, he's trying to play the run. That red stone you can't see, but underneath Ryan is a red stone that is shot that belongs to Northern Ontario. There you go.
Alignment, weight's good.
Ty DeLillo.
Weight's good.
Yep. Whoa.
His team from the Remax Center, St. John's Curling Club.
Curl.
1 and 5 coming in.
Straight. Whoa.
Trying to angle it right on to the
And
rock.
drives it by. So that one
Sorry, Ty.
Good effort.
Throw.
will be a steal of 1. Northern Ontario, John Epping trying to keep himself very much part of the playoff picture.
Great sweep, guys.
Good, Matty.
Well done.
This is his.
Really good throw. It's a perfect throw.
15-2 on con.
He'll play tomorrow. Carruthers will be done as of tonight. So if he wins, he's in, and then he
Yeah, you bet.
will celebrate tomorrow. He will not play, Carruthers.
You got it, Rama.
Well, good thing for us when we played 8.
Another end that turned around.
Well, yeah, we are.
Amazing how often that happens.
Yeah.
Somebody's sitting 3, and the next thing you know, you're forced.
Carruthers had 3 buried behind a center line to start the.
That's right.
It was EJ Stone, wasn't it? Yeah. Got everything rattled.
Yeah. They made a few good ones after that, too.
I liked it, Connor.
Line's fine.
Maybe a hair heavy, if anything.
Yeah, I agree.
That's close. I think you can clean it.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Come down
Line's
here.
good.
Okay, weight's good. Just clean. Whoa. I think we're okay. You just clean it.
14-7-8.
Should be fine. Back button.
Shot read. Speed read. 1 yellow.
When it is Carruthers here at 6. To retake the lead, Dunstone, last draw when we come back. Right now, sitting 2. Here we go. Mitchell, steal. Angle it back. Touch it. Move it. Sit down. Count him up.
Needs a big one. A little bit of curl. Slash it. Get it. Oh, what a shot. Rylan Kleider with the beauty.
Got to get it by that guard. Now bring it over. Straighten it out. Oh, my goodness. Now sit down for the win.
Great team shot.
What a curling shot.
It's incredible.
Oh, how do you like that? Oh, how do you like that? That is gorgeous.
Triple.
Walker, here we go. Bang, bang. Oh, and he got them all. Nothing yet. Still nothing yet. All on its own. Oh, he got it through. My goodness. Mike McEwen. Magic Mike. Wow. Yeah.
So nice.
Put your hands together. So, this is what we know as of right now. In Pool A, Guju is in. A Carruthers win, he's in. Dunstone and Epping would be tied. Epping beat Dunstone in the round robin, so if that's the case tonight, Epping for the moment would be the third place team with 1 draw to play for Pool A. Pool B, McEwen, Jacobs are in. Everyone else, Purcell, Moybro, Aslan, Kleider, Scoffin, can you believe it? All there, mathematically still alive, heading into the final 2 draws tomorrow. So Carruthers picks up his single, and we'll go to the 7th now. And Matt Dunstone out of the Fort Rouge in Winnipeg will have last rock. Has the hammer playing the Redstones.
That's still heavy.
I had a harder split.
I took a hair off, but maybe not.
No, you're fine.
First time you did a little bit of momentum
Mine's
for
good.
Dunstone. It could have been
Try to
a
get a
2
4,
or a
boys.
3 for Carruthers. Got forced. Now that lead rock slid into the rings. Looks like a blank.
Nice shot.
Allowing,
Good shot, bud.
In
Good.
theory, 2 hammers for Dunstone in 8 and 10.
Quarter.
It must have been good.
Yeah, I guess he wants this last rock in 8, Joe.
Yeah, especially with
Whoa, clean. Whoa.
Connors going into the
Clean.
rings.
Yep.
It's kind of the
Yep.
free blank, so
Whoa.
I'm not surprised to see this play from Matt Dunstone. If Carruthers had put up a center line, Dunstone might have thrown the winger to try to keep it simple and maybe get an easy 2 if Carruthers was willing to play, or to push, rather.
And I think more teams should do that because if you realize that the one team's
You gotta go here on
trying to
that.
prevent a blank, why not try to get
You
your
just
2?
gotta go a bit. Yeah, just keep leaning. I gotcha.
It's okay now.
Top 8.
Okay.
Weight's pretty close. It's the hair light. Like to get it to T line so you can't roll it. Yeah. Okay, we're good. Weight's good.
Nice sweep. Shot.
And Matt's going to roll this to the right-hand side of the rings. He doesn't want to leave Carruthers the opportunity to try to get under on the side.
Good way.
Colton Law
Whoa.
as we play
Clean.
third stones here in the 7th.
Whoa. Whoa.
Weight's good. Good way.
Curl.
Ryan Harnden. EJ with some late licks. And will it hang around? Oh, that little turn, no.
Wow. Kind of
Okay,
went
bud.
autopilot on
Good
that
aim.
one.
Good throw.
3 more feet.
Yeah, you just don't expect to see a miss like that.
No.
There's no panic on the line call.
Are they coming down to the corner of this?
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Might as well. The
Yeah, like-
odds of getting
like
a
you just lean it
miss
for
out
now.
of it are slim, but
Go
like
ahead.
to go a bit for weight.
it's your only chance.
I gotcha. We gotta go.
Go ahead.
Hard line.
Okay, we're close
Negative
now.
and right.
Line's getting
Weight's
better.
good.
Keep her
Schneider
sliding
left.
for now.
Gotta sweep this.
Keep it going.
Gotta sweep.
Keep going. Both go. Yeah, curl distance now.
Get in there. Go, 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 go.
Real nice, boys. Good job.
Golly, really nice.
Heel on the nose. What kind of weight? Heel.
The idea is to kill that red one too, so you don't give them a second try.
Deep breath, and here we go. Colton Lott.
Whoa. Curl. Curl.
Running out of room is EJ. And got it, and they'll lose that
Okay, good throw.
as well. But another chance here.
A better chance.
Okay, throw, Colt.
Yeah. Yeah.
Neither one of them came up
You get
as
time
much
on
as he
DJs?
expected.
All right, cool. Trying to put it on the
15-1 on DJs.
Trying to put it on the back one.
Just,
Freeze it on the back one.
yeah, I think so.
Yeah, that's the best shot.
Sorry, where you want it?
Freezing the back one, same one we just did.
Okay.
That's got to be a little hard.
It's close.
Got room.
Little
Big
heavy at the
Carruthers at his
moment, but
first.
close.
Room, you can let it work.
Yeah, clean it. It's actually good. Okay, I don't think it's that heavy.
It's just got to work for line.
Weight's
Lots
good.
of room, lots of room. Can't.
Weight's good.
One back-to-back points
Really
bets
close.
Weight's good.
Max
Stay close.
in
Stay
22 and
Go
23.
this one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Curl it in there.
Weight's good.
Yep, hard
Curl.
cat.
Curl distance.
Hard cat.
Come on, Catlin.
Hard cat.
Curl it in there. Just hits like a ridge, eh? Good shot.
That's that plateau out wide they're talking about. It doesn't want to climb
Trying to
it.
hit like a quarter, third.
If you take a little less ice, I think it would really hook
Third,
over.
yeah.
Quarter's fine too. You're
Yep.
going right into the side of it.
How much weight, Matt?
9.5 only.
How much weight, sorry?
9.5.
All of a sudden, good try by Reed. Hit and roll to the right here. It's going to be tricky for Reed to get it out. Right, he makes the double. It's in a nice spot.
Little big.
Easy.
Matt Dunstone.
Easy. Yep. Yep.
Big.
Easy. Yep. Yep. Yep.
Ryan Harnden.
Shot. Really nice.
Good job, Matt. Good job, buddy.
Nice throw, Matty.
Rip it with the out turn, I
Intern,
guess.
bang it. Yeah. Not mess around on this one.
Play intern in like.
Well, yeah, that was
Yeah, give me intern in there.
across the face.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, a little more precision than was expected earlier in the end.
Yeah, when Reed was trying to freeze him in there, I don't think he expected he'd have this.
I was on board with Reed playing that freeze though.
Absolutely.
Makes it good, and you might get a force out of it.
What turn, Reed?
In.
Intern?
Yeah.
These are awkward because you ever poke it out in this bit of a straight spot out wide. He could nose this.
Clean. Yep.
Yep.
Whoa. Yep. Yep. Yep.
Schneider.
Get to it.
Ooh.
Oh, my goodness.
That close.
Yeah, moved it.
That almost went back in.
That's hard to do.
right.
He just feathered it on the way by.
What a bad break that would have been.
Save some time here.
Can you imagine? Matt Dunstone last. Gets a free one. So we'll put a blank on the board here in 7. It is Carruthers by 1. Dunstone with the hammer in the all-important 8th. Any of the teams in contention, watching the scoreboards, playing for their lives really at this point of the week, as we welcome you back to Kelowna on this Wednesday night. It's all Manitoba, and Reid Carruthers playing the Yellowstones is up by 1. Simply, if Carruthers wins, he's in. And then it would be tomorrow to decide for Dunstone. If Dunstone wins, he would play Guju tomorrow for first place in the group. And here in the 8th, it is Dunstone with last draw. He has the Hammer playing the Red Stones.
What is it to T? 14 like 6 now?
Yep. Battle at Leeds is going strong here. Interesting start to this end. Both teams put up their guards, so Carruthers went center line, Dunstone went corner, and then Carruthers, by design, put a high guard kind of in the middle to try to block the path to the come around. And then Ryan Harnden navigates the port to make that come around the corner.
Which makes the Carruthers guard a bad one now.
It was almost like they're playing that choke shot, except outside of the rings.
Yeah.
Shot.
And Kathy, we have our first final in Team Canada looking sharp, albeit it's a win over Nunavut, but they didn't let up, did they?
No, and that is part of Brad Gushu's MO. Know that he did not feel particularly happy about his numbers this afternoon, or rather this morning. And so a good performance tonight.
And so that is Guju now, 7 straight wins. That will be Dunstone's.
Solid.
Matt Dunstone's next opponent.
Whoa, clean. Clean. Yep. Yep. A little heavy, good weight. A little heavy, Matt. Curl. Curl.
Hard curl. Hard curl.
Curl.
Hard
curl. Keep going.
Keep going. Keep going.
Thank you. You saved it. Very nice.
Shot each.
Wow.
That was a small port. It's what you call a negative port. It might be wide enough, but it's the wrong way that's curling, so it makes that port even smaller. Boy.
Narrowly missed the top, but it starts curling, and then he narrowly misses the tighter one. It was that the door was opening the wrong way.
Look at it. Look how small it is.
Yeah. That's rolling is good.
Not sure I'd take this on, even though it was just successfully made.
What would you do?
Well, you could either draw through the hole, freeze to that corner one, and your shot rock. You could go around everything.
In the middle?
Yeah. I know you would love to hit something, but this could be missed.
Heavy.
Yep.
Oh.
This is Catlin Schneider.
Yep.
Definitely heavy. Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Whoa.
BJ, you fell.
Yep.
Here we go again.
Whoa. Whoa.
Get
Curl.
off that.
Curl now.
Oh, goodness gracious. And you did. Wow.
Very, very nice shot. That was even more weight.
Oh.
Like that's unbelievable.
That was a hard shot.
And he got the roll.
Doesn't help Reid too much, though. Still, Dunstone 1 buried.
Top eat. Line's good.
I think your weight's good.
Top eat. Go ahead.
EJ Harnden.
Pushing 4 foot. Line's great. Top eat. Right here's your spot. Curl and go. Weight's great.
Whoa.
Top 4. Top 4.
Whoa.
Yep. Hard Colt. Hard Colt, go. Keep going. Keep going. Good spot each.
Perfect.
Great spot
Top
each.
4. That's what they called 4.
Weight's great.
Whoa.
Top 4. Top 4.
Whoa.
Awfully nice shot making this end.
Hard Colt. Hard Colt, go. Keep going. Keep going. Good spot each.
Perfect.
Great spot each.
If we freeze it.
Yeah, we would be. Yeah.
Okay.
That's the shot.
Okay.
He doesn't have a double.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like this?
Yep.
Yeah, I think so.
You get a time on that?
15 each.
Sweet.
Boy.
It's like go off whatever.
Really over buried, eh?
Yeah, lots of movement there late.
I like it.
Okay, we're close.
Clean. Line.
Gotta go a bit. Gotta go a bit.
Really gotta go line.
Come on, Connor. Hammer this.
Connor
Hard,
Negative.
hard, hard.
Yep.
Hard line.
Hard.
Whoa,
we're
whoa,
light. We're
whoa.
light.
Clean. Curl.
We're
curl,
light.
Curl. Curl. Curl.
BJ came
Curl.
up. He came up way light earlier in the game too. They liked it out of his hand.
Picked. I think it
Yeah,
picked.
okay, there you go.
Yeah, I had a 15-3 on
but
EJ's
still
draw,
not
but
bad.
that's full
That was
keen in
not
that
normal.
spot.
Sure.
And it was a little tight early, so you think maybe it did grab something and just all the weight came off because no one yelled halfway guard out of his hand.
Both of them liked it out of his hand.
That rock might have a sharp edge if it did that earlier in the game.
Remember he played that out-turn comer on inside out, ticked in the corner.
We got close.
Top 4. Line's good.
Definitely didn't get it running all that great, guys.
Perfect line.
Let me know.
Talk to me. Top 8. Room. Top 4. Room, guys.
Easy then. That's too deep.
Here's
Top
okay.
8.
This is an okay spot. Curl. Curl.
Distance,
Finish
distance,
anything.
distance,
Curl and go.
Ryan.
Not nice
Go, you gotta go, you
distance.
gotta go!
Distance.
Come on, guys, gotta go.
They won't get it there. So they continue to sit the 2. Dunstone with last rock as we play here in 8.
What do you use it? 15-2 on that.
Are we losing it a
So a little bit me losing it a bit.
14-5
Yeah.
is probably your number now instead of 15.
Looked like it picked on the way in.
That one came down too on them. They were yelling top 4, top 8, and then ground to a halt.
Like it.
Gets a second chance.
Close. Back 4.
As BJ
Green.
Neufeld,
Back
chance to
8.
get around
Line's
everything.
good.
Clean. I don't want to lose it.
I don't think
Let's
it's
go a bit.
Line's good.
Gotta go for weight.
Go ahead.
Line.
Come on, Connor.
Wait again here.
Line's good.
Can
Gotta
you
go.
suck
Wait,
it around?
really gotta go.
Gotta
Okay,
get
keep
top
going. Keep going.
12
Get ready to
stone.
curl
It's me.
There it is. Get around that.
Go, 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 go.
Schneider, look at this. One more. Can you get it there? Drag it there for shot. Stone. You can.
What a great shot.
Oh boy.
Yeah, it looks like it's tightening up just a hair. So to make that adjustment, not just Neufeld, but the brushers to be aggressive early.
Keep going and get ready
Tell
to
me
curl
that it's me.
Curl distance.
I got it.
Come
Go,
on,
go,
curl,
go,
go, go,
Go, go, go, go, go, go, go. Go, 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 go.
Perfect
Hard
spot.
cap. Go, go, go.
Now I heard somebody earlier say, somebody on the ice, I think with the other team, are we losing it? Is there something about the
Yeah,
middle
so
that's maybe not quite as quick?
yeah, and usually late game you'll start to see things slow down a bit. But I had a 15 seconds hog to hog. That's plenty keen.
Good.
That's a nice shot to open things up.
Sometimes what can happen though as the game progresses, if you're not sweeping, if the brooms are off, that's when the rock can really slow down. That one they kind of had their brooms down the whole way down and they swept it aggressively.
Like I was right behind her.
3 or
Touch center.
pretty much where that ring is. It's pretty
Yeah.
good.
Can they dig that yellow at all?
Be awfully
Too
hard.
high.
Tough, eh?
Yeah.
All right.
Do you want a 4 read or three?
Just,
3 or 4?
3.
Just no choice
Just
here.
touch the line. It's
Yeah,
great.
you bet.
Straight guard the red at the top of the rings.
I'd like.
Line's
Weight's good.
Okay.
Skip
Line's
Stones.
good. Bit of room. Line's good.
2.5, 3.
Line's
Let's
good.
close,
Weight's
Con.
good.
Bit of room. Bit of room.
Okay. We want to
Weight's
curl?
good.
Has to
3.5.
curl.
3.5.
Hard cat.
Got to get to the line.
Hard cat.
Should.
Whoa, whoa,
Pretty tight
whoa,
now.
whoa, 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 whoa.
And to the line.
Oh boy, Reed.
Teams are so adept now. They know they have to curl it, but they'll still wait until
Good job,
that
Reed.
break point. Then they get on, and then it really curls.
Much weight.
9.5.
Close on the board, close in the statistical area too. The player numbers brought to you by New Holland, proud sponsor of Curling Canada.
Yeah, just cross it a hair, eh? Yeah.
One of our keys was keep some separation for Carruthers so that Dunstone can't make these type of shots. There's not as much separation here as Reed wanted. This can be made to sit 3.
But the danger, of course, running back the opposition's color, right?
Yeah, onto your own though, right? Yeah.
Dunstone's first. He has last drop.
Wait.
Trails by one.
Little down. Whoa. Clean. Clean. Little down. Clean.
Colton Locke calling line.
Yes!
Trying to hold it up now. E.J. Harnden. Here we go. What do you got? There you go. Bang. And yes. How do you like that? Wow. Yellow onto red to kill the yellow. What a nice combination.
Oh, boy. I love the weight choice again.
Just a great team shot. Really nice throw. Perfect weight. Well swept. And of course that line call by Colton Lott.
Yeah, it's like a thick half.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, this should run.
If you're Reed Carruthers, you don't really want to be throwing a lot of weight, but you have no choice here. If you could stick that, this goes, that goes, and it might even touch that. Not that he'd care, but if he does all that, sticks it absolutely perfectly, which is hard to do with big speed.
Go, bud. You got around.
He'll be in there somewhere. Be fairly close to getting all three, but I'm sure he's not worried about that. It's stick the raised shot. If you wreck, you probably lose the game. If you hit it thin, you give up three.
Carruthers at his line. Right now it is. Dunstone's hitting three. Schneider helping it over. Have you got this one? Nope. Oh, he's going to get it that way? No. And my goodness, he's opened himself up for a possible four. Wow.
That was the danger, throwing the weight, but he needed to wait because of the frozen double situation. Looked to me like Reed maybe slid a hair tight and he had to back it up.
Yeah, and just a straight spot there. It's tough to fix it.
Sitting two, so they're just going to hit this, I believe.
Final stone.
Great weight. Good weight. Little line.
Chance for four. Here in the eighth.
Clean. Clean.
Now they back off.
Shot, Matty.
Hand goes up, and we will put up four. Brothers gives up the first four of the week, and it could not come at a worse time. A big four on the board for Matt Dunstone. Look at that, to take an 8-5 lead as we welcome you back on this Wednesday night to Kelowna. Continuing coverage, Montana's Brier. Reed Carruthers now will have the last rock, playing the Yellowstones here in 9. Again, the scenario. Carruthers wins. This is his final game of the round robin. He wins and he's into the playoffs. A Dunstone win, and they will play Guju tomorrow for first place.
Ripping it, aren't you?
Rip it!
Rip it out! I don't think we need it. Want him.
E.J. Harnden.
Real hard. Real hard, Cole. Hard!
Oof. Wow.
Give you a 5, 4.5.
Well, let's drop in on Northern Ontario, Newfoundland, and Labrador.
Ty Delella made a really nice shot on his final, came through the hole and wound up removing a couple of stones belonging to Epping and sprayed his own out. So they're all behind guards. No way for John to hit. So this is a draw to the 8-foot for the single. Facing 3.
From Sudbury, the Northern Credit Union Community Center, and what happened to that?
That is not going to be close. That is a steal of 3.
Wow.
We got to be really fast, eh?
Yes, he's trying to, he's probably scoreboard watching now and looking over at Dunstone and hoping for a Dunstone loss.
It's funny, earlier today in the Quebec 10th end, we saw the same thing. Felix Vasselin was drawing for his third point and the tie, and it stopped halfway down the sheet, essentially.
I ran into Jean-Michel Menard in the elevator, and I asked him about that, and he said Felix came out and he just got it going, and it got to a different path that they had not been using, and it just hurts you really late in the game if it's sat idle.
Well, and also with the rocks being freshly sanded, that sometimes it's get it in an inner path, but if you're a little bit soft on release and you don't continue the life, you kind of kill it, and it's just really magnified then in that case.
Okay, line's good. Cons rock. Yep.
T-line, back 4.
Yep, have to go.
Hard line. Hard line.
Really got to go, guys.
Hard line.
Really
Just a deuce here for Carruthers, and he's still in this thing.
Hard.
Yeah, we've seen it on our sheet. The draw speed seems to be getting a little bit dicey.
Oh,
so
it is too.
if you get your 2, if you read Carruthers, get a few guards up.
It's close to always jamming here.
And another final, Kathy, is Kevin Cooey picks up the win.
Well, James Grattan tried a really thin double on his final stone and did not make it, so gave up another steal of 2 and said that is enough.
Cooey curling a 94% game.
Such a fine line, Vic, isn't there? Cooey went extra end against Gushu today. If he'd won that game,
A little heavy.
he's still in the mix too.
Wait.
Remember,
Clean, yep.
their loss to Carruthers was Reed making a beautiful chase shot in the extra end that I thought was barely there.
Lost 2 extra end games.
Great shot.
Good shot, Colt. Good call, Matty.
I'm using this first.
That one first. Okay, back 12.
I like it.
It's like back 8.
It's kind of like your throw last end.
Okay, I don't think that's enough weight.
Yeah, I'd like to go.
Yeah,
BJ Neufeld.
We're pretty light here.
Okay, go ahead.
You want to try to
Freeze
freeze
it.
Both. What's that?
Freeze it if we can.
Curl and go around.
Go ahead.
Curl, go around.
Yours. Actually, not terrible. We're T-line.
Come on, Con. Come on, Con.
Oh, wow.
They thought it was light.
Yeah, I think
Nice job.
thinking that the speed's coming off a bit, you would think going down the middle would be slower, so BJ added a bit.
It's weird.
That time to 15 to back 12.
They were screaming it's not going to get to the freeze
Well, we
position.
were trying, no?
Yeah, oh yeah.
That
I just misjudged it by 12 feet.
That slid really well.
But really well done by Connor and Catlin to revise that call. Like you're looking up the entire time. You just keep calling what you're seeing, especially when it's getting a little bit tracky.
There you go, Colton Mott. You gonna get it? Sure enough.
Nice.
Still good, Colt.
Wow.
Shooting.
Throw, Colt. Oh, boy.
Shot, Colt.
Get around the more important guard because it's your color.
Clean.
I'd like you to go a
Little
little
bit.
on that. Yeah, we can.
Line's good.
We'd like
Line's
to go.
good.
Like to go.
Go then.
Line's pretty close.
Line's good.
Line's good.
Maybe T-line.
Okay, keep
Not
going.
quite. We just got to go everything.
Keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
Does it need to curl?
Yeah. Try to just go 2/3 around. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay.
Good sweep.
Really smart because if they weren't going to get it far enough to be buried. So now if this is hit dead on, the yellow in the rings could go back onto the shot rock,
Do you think we can make
and you'd leave a guard.
How much you have it at?
So you almost got to go
much you have?
across the face here, I think.
Half.
Or try to pick it out.
Almost.
Oh, straight pick.
half.
Okay.
That might be the easier play.
12-5, hit the guard, hit the guard. 12-5 off of here. We sit 2, right? Yeah. I like that.
You agree? Almost half?
Oh, they're going to play lightweight, try to keep their shooter. I thought they might just play peel,
like
play it tight.
12-5?
I like your idea. Just get rid of it.
Hard if you hit the guard, you peel it off.
Thinking if we throw 12-5, we could spill in and sit 2.
Yeah, I like it.
Like if we hit the guard, we could spill in.
I like it, Matty.
Okay. Maybe throw 11-5 at this.
12-5, I just don't. Is that going to be enough to kill it?
Yeah, I don't. Need 11-5, Colt.
Okay, you want a little less ice?
Room less.
Speed's good.
Yeah.
Matt Dunstone.
Wait, little light. Yep.
Skip Stone's here in 9.
Yep. Hard each. Hard. Gotta
That's
go.
4 that he just put on the board.
Real hard.
The difference.
Whoa, easy. Curl.
Ryan
Hard on
Harden.
the yellow. Hard on the yellow.
Really no need to do that, was there?
You just rip it.
With regards to what?
Well,
pushing it back, you mean, and keeping it in play?
Yeah, they're trying to play an either or that Matt's smart enough to go. If I throw it light and I rack, I'll roll in set 2. But by throwing it light, you didn't get it out of the rings.
Yeah, and he threw exactly what he wanted. He wanted to throw 11-5. I got 11-6.
Yeah.
Made it perfect, but just at this point in the game, that's not enough weight to remove that from play. It was all the way up in the top 12.
There's a dusting of frost out that wide, too, that didn't help the yellow. Just like that, there's your 2.
Whoa, Carl. Whoa.
Get them both? On the idea here?
Yes.
Okay.
Whoa. Curl! Got it, curl.
Schneider.
Got it, curl.
And he's going to lose the shooter. Papers.
Reed, all of a sudden, that out turn's just tracking on him.
Oh, man.
Even if you hit that super thick and roll towards it, easy from up here. But oh, boy.
It's easier for you to manage. You throw 10-5, but I just get a little nervous about it coming off.
I like your weight.
Yeah, let's go 9-5.
Yeah. At this point in the game, I like keeping it up a bit.
Yeah.
They'll run good there. I think be aggressive with it.
Yeah.
You like the added weight, Joe?
I do. This spot is ran very straight, so I don't really see it curling like crazy, but on the off chance that it does, I think it's a smart way to play it. They want to try to get the roll into the corner here, the force.
Wouldn't that be great?
Great way.
Close.
Matt Dunstone and his last.
Clean. Girl, clean. Straight.
There you go, straightening it out. Have they got the roll underneath? Yeah, they'll tuck something under there, maybe a little piece.
Good throw.
Nice throw, Matty.
Good throw, Matty.
Like, I want to hit it, but it's like we're already.
You never play it, probably?
I don't think so.
Technically, the yellow hit onto the red roll in if you were desperate, but
Chances of getting 3 and stealing are probably just as good as 2 steal, right? So just blank.
that'd be tough. That'd be such a tough
It's hard
shot.
to roll it into.
Yeah, it's not an easy shot. Yeah.
Great Carruthers.
Yep, clean. Yep, clean.
You're good.
Sorry.
And good he is. He'll get that one. We'll put a blank on the board. Down by 3, Carruthers will have last rock coming. So here we go on this Wednesday night in Kelowna, Montana's Brier. Is there a little bit of magic for Reed Carruthers? Finds himself down by 3. Oh, gosh. Don't even turn around and look at that 4. It'll just upset him a little more. That's the difference in the game. That 4 in the 8th by Dunstone to put him up. But it is Carruthers that does have last rock, has the hammer here, coming home, playing the Yellowstone.
Reed won't forget the PointsBet final 2 years ago when he was 3 down to Dunstone. Managed to get the 3 and won a draw to the button to win the game.
Rod, Colt, you gotta go. Perfect. Hard, Colt, and go. Keep going.
How good's that?
Fucking beauty.
Now that corner tick, you see it from mixed doubles. Because the rock wasn't on the center line, you can promote it into the rings, but Carruthers is going to try to guard this now.
Okay, like we got to guard this one, so this is going to have to curl quite a bit.
The number 1 lead this week, Reinhardt. And all we talk about is his brushing. We don't ever talk about how
Line's good for 3-4.
he makes a lot of shots.
Whoa. Just 3, actually. Just 3. Whoa. Good.
Our third final, Kathy.
Well, and Northern Ontario did play very well tonight, other than that one draw that just got away on John Epping to give up the steal of 3. But they certainly are playing well.
Yeah, and feeling good about their game. So they go to 5-2. Tomorrow they will close out against Nunavut. And there's so much to still be decided tomorrow. The only thing we know about this Pool A is that Guju is qualified.
Come on, Colt. Really got to go, Colt. Never off, Colt. Come on, buddy.
Close to missing it.
Go, more.
And look at that.
Page, that's fine.
So 1 under the corner.
Yeah, it's good.
It's now hittable.
It's good. It's okay. Go around the red, I guess.
That?
Yeah. 14-6, yeah. I thought that was a hard throw. He's tighter line than my
Line's good.
You can go a bit.
Close to tee.
You
Line's
gotta
good.
go a bit. Line's good.
Line's good. Always
4.
con. Con's rock. Con, gotta go. Gotta go. Hard!
Negative. That's your stone. And they'll crash out in front.
They weren't talking speed there.
Okay, but. Sorry?
It's a thin quarter.
Yeah, it's like kicking and dropping.
So John Epping, all smiles. Why not? He's still in the mix for one of the playoff spots. We only know the Guju is through. Carruthers, Dunstone, Epping. That is the big deciding. Tomorrow afternoon, we'll sort it all out. Oh, and it'll go.
Okay.
Yikes. Can you imagine? They're trying to make the thin double there, and he just overcooked it.
Okay, so. Okay.
Do we ever just go here?
Oh. He drawn to sit 3 if that hung around.
Probably
I think the first, like if I get just biting is pretty good.
You want to put it in a spot where if he tries the run back, he can maybe
like
double
that?
jam it, right?
Right.
Yeah. We'll go high again.
It's got to be a lot of
Gotta be a lot of weight.
Okay, well just clean it so it doesn't go sideways. Clean.
Line's good.
Yep.
Yeah,
Line's good.
Line's
Just
good.
line right now.
Line's good.
Where?
Room
Top
now.
4.
Whoa.
Room now.
A lot of speed.
Whoa.
EJ's rock.
Whoa. Where?
We're like right beside it. Do you
Whoa,
want to go behind it?
whoa.
It's not
Curl.
behind.
Whoa.
Sit.
Sit.
Curl a bit.
Curl. Whoa.
Good.
Nice
Good.
shot.
Whoa.
Good
Whoa.
shot.
Pretty good.
Nice shot. That's wild.
Did you time that?
That it's slowing down big time. That carved
What do you
over
think?
almost unnaturally too.
They thought heavy all day, and you heard
Yeah.
Catlin say, keep a broom down, don't want it to go sideways.
And it still only made top 8.
What am I hitting? Well, we're going to Even roll if I for get another one guard. of them. What? Okay. Like, I'd love to get rid of our shooter. But yeah. Am I just trying to run it on the outside one?
I think so.
Yep. I think so. Does this make timeout?
Smart.
Timeout. Like, if we straight peel forever here.
Well, that's the story, isn't it? The 4 in the 8th. And in a well-played game, but the hits have let Reed Carruthers down. The game story brought to you by Montana's Barbecue and Bar. Proudly Canada's home for barbecue since '95.
Straight peel. He's gonna. And this is a nose hit double. Yeah. It's just straight peeling here.
I like the end, Matt.
Well thought out. Play the run back shooter staying somewhere as a guard. If you happen to not make noise in the house, then there's drawing the sit the 3. Peel this. That's a routine double for these guys.
Clean. Yep. Yep.
Clean.
Good.
It's hard to stand.
Yeah, it's getting warm. Eh? When you see the rings like that, that was, I think, the third end. I noticed that it was like a really heavy ring. Not like you always have a bit of a ring on clipped curling ice, but it looked like more pronounced than ever, and it's
Guard the middle
just
of
a
them.
shade
3.
warm. Eh?
Okay.
Keep the surface of the ice maybe 22.5, 23, maybe up to 24.5. You get much higher than that.
pretty
Like
good.
32 melts.
A little light.
Easy early.
We gotta go.
You see?
Okay.
Yeah, and you
Go
said you
ahead.
didn't know science.
Yes, yeah, I'm showing off now. Eh?
Yep, keep it sliding. Curl distance.
You got
Have to
This
curl
needs
big.
to curl.
Curl. Hey, nice shot. Good shot, Beach. Feel this one?
Can you make the double?
That's
or no?
not good, because if they can get the inside one, the other one's exposed. You might be able to go tick,
just
tick,
get it.
too.
Clean. Whoa. Girl.
Golden
Good,
lot.
good. Yep.
Here we go. And we'll get 1.
Shot, Colt.
And now look how exposed that back one is.
Go.
Shot.
Close.
A little bit of room.
I think it's good. Wait's good.
BJ Neufeld.
Whoa.
Copy.
Whoa.
Bit of room.
We can wait.
A lot
Mine's
of room.
getting better.
No, we gotta let it
Got
stop.
cons are up now.
Gotta let it stop. Needs to stop.
Stay close, Connor.
It is stopping.
Stay with it. Whoa, whoa.
That's a good shot.
That's real good.
Shot.
Nice
Good
adjustment. That's probably T-line, eh, that started the game?
Yep, that's a
Or-
14-8. That was dusted T-line to
There you
start the
go.
game. So really well read by Team Carruthers. The Sweepers knew exactly where that
Guys
was
ever
going.
like that?
I like
think-
peeling before running. You like them runs? I don't mind it. Yeah.
Inside middle?
One of them.
Yep. Yeah, shade less.
Run it into the side one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Run it and grab either one of them.
Okay.
Come on.
Run it right towards the camera here. You don't want to go straight back and stick it.
Colton Lott checking over his shoulder. Depending on the damage here, could end it.
Very true.
Matt Dunstone.
Whoa, whoa, yep, whoa, whoa, yep, yep, yep.
Here we go.
Yep,
Colton
yep,
Lott.
hard.
Have you got this? Bang. And bang.
Nice
And
boy, Matty.
now we'll get rid of a couple. They still have 2 to throw. Make them count, though.
Very, very nice.
All right, let's draw open side now.
Yeah, you bet, Ram.
Hair
slower now.
Really
Yeah.
quick.
Yeah.
So you gotta throw like a
14.8. Yeah. That's the times I was getting around 14.8, but
Yeah, 14 and a half.
I can give it a half. Sure. No problem.
Yeah, I like it.
I would think that's hard.
Mine's
I
fine.
would agree.
I think it's okay.
Yeah, it's fine. You can clean it.
Going to the other side. With his
clean it
first,
back.
Reed Carruthers.
Maximum speed, if anything.
We're back.
No.
Back 4.
Off it.
Try it, Reed.
Nice round.
Not even T-line it.
Interesting. They go right back to the same path they've been playing.
Good shot, Reed.
Yeah, just saw it on Matt's first.
Make it go away. To run Carruthers out of stones. We play here in 10.
Clean. Clean. Clean.
And he'll follow it down. And away it goes. And Dunstone will pick up the win to improve his record to 6-1, make the final 8-5. And Carruthers will wind up his round robin at 6-2. So let's just take a look here. Gushue we know is in. Dunstone 6-1. They will play tomorrow, and that will be for first place. Keep your eye on, though, and make a note here. You see the last rock draws? Look at the number, how bad that is for Carruthers. Could that be a determining factor of who gets a spot in the playoffs? Pete Carruthers at 4-8 is the difference on this Wednesday night.
The 2025 Montana's Brier is presented by Montana's Barbecue and Bar, proudly Canada's home for barbecue since 1995. By Kruger Products, the softest and strongest supporters for over 40 years. By BKT Tires, growing together. And by PointsBet, the official sportsbook and casino partner of Curling Canada.
So one more day of round robin play kicks off tomorrow, 11:30 a.m. Eastern Time. Kathy and Brian will have the game between Thomas Scoffin, still part of the playoff picture, as well as Ryland Kleider. So any of the 3 lost teams and Scoffin at 4 are still very much alive for that final spot in Pool B. What an evening it's been. A little bit of a grudge match, of course, considering the player movements between these two teams. And on the scoreboard and on the ice, it's Matt Dunstone that gets the advantage there. So till we talk with you tomorrow, final day of round robin here in Kelowna, remember that the Montana's Brier is here on Canada's sports leader, TSN.